My name is Stevie Richards, and I'm the owner and founder of Stevie Richards Fitness. I started Stevie Richards Fitness with one simple mission statement: to help others. I know what it's like to be injured. I know what it's like to be hurt. I know what it's like to be in pain each and every day of your life. I also know how to modify to overcome that pain, to overcome that discomfort, to overcome your injuries. And that's why I created the programs I did at Stevie Richards Fitness. Every single exercise has a modification. Everything can be successfully completed, no matter your age or fitness level. And that's what I infused in the 12 and 16-week resistance band training programs to pass along to you at an affordable, accessible price. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you, and I'm here to help you every step of the way.
This is the Voices of Misery podcast. This show isn't for the easily offended, so PC police on patrol stand by. You've been warned. Now, let's join the nerd and nerdette with another podcast for that ass.
So this is a little weird, don't you think? Because I kind of feel like I got my legs cut out underneath me. I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to start this thing now.
You don't gotta say anything anymore, and it's nice.
This is weird. Do I say the time and date? And what do I say? How do I do this? I'm so thrown off. The thing is, I'm in a routine, and I feel like my routine has been shot. Another podcast for that ass. There you go.
You don't have to say that anymore.
I have to say it. I have to do something. Anyway, that was Big Ray introducing the Voices of Misery podcast. It is one of 4 new introductions that our fans will hear. That was probably my personal favorite one, because I'm a big Freddie fan, and of course, I mean, our cruder introductions that we recorded ourselves, are basically just a song bite, was that song. So thank you to Big Ray for hooking us up with that. I enjoyed the hell out of that intro. He does really good voices.
It sounds awesome.
I love it.
I love these.
And each episode that we do this week, and actually the next 4, we're going to play each one, so you guys can kind of listen out and see which one you like the best. We're probably just going to intertwine them, I guess, with each episode. We'll do a different one tomorrow, because we're going to be interviewing Ray tomorrow. Not really interviewing, just kind of having a conversation. We're going to ask a few questions, and it's kind of bullshit, kind of like what we normally do, but with another person, with a third person in the studio. So I think that's going to be fun, don't you think?
Yeah. I got something in my eye immediately as soon as we started this.
Oh, jeez. Well, it's a good thing you can't see us on Twitch, because we don't see the video thing.
Rubbing the hell out of my eye.
You're sitting rubbing. Oh, man, you got a horrible indent on your nose. Your glasses are fucking tight as shit, aren't they?
Yeah, well, we've had these glasses for over a decade, so,
Jeez.
I mean, whatever.
Remember the last time?
You're just now noticing that?
No, it's bad. You remember the last time I got glasses? Something that happened. I got really drunk, and I was like wandering through a forest, and I got hit by a twig or some shit, and the glasses went flying off.
We talked about that a long time ago.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Well, for people that are curious, I was left home alone.
Home alone.
You went to the city.
I went to see Sylvia Brown.
Yeah, we talked about that crazy bitch.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was left home alone. You went with your mom and your sister to Manhattan to go see Sylvia Brown, the scam artist. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there drinking. I was just drinking all by myself. It was just me and the cats just having alcohol. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get some steak. And for some reason, I was like, I'm going to go get you something to eat too. And it's late as hell, man. I'm stumbling through the freaking woods. And it was maybe a 10 to 15 minute walk to this place that we used to go drink at, D'Angelo's in Schenectady. If you guys ever want good steak and pasta and a little shitty dive.
That place was amazing.
God. The food was phenomenal. Best prime rib, and they had this humongous prime rib with clams and shrimp.
I think that's the only place I miss.
Yeah.
From Schenectady. The only thing that I miss.
Place. And we used to go there. We used to go there, get chocolate cake shots, just get drunk, and just have a good time. This is always before the kids when we did this, but.
Yeah, a long time ago. That was the worst mistake. We would sit at the bar, and she happened to ask me what I did for a living, and I said I was a cake decorator. She threw me a shot. Mm-hmm. Tastes like freaking chocolate cake. It was the best damn shot I ever had.
Such a good shot.
So good.
It was like some kind of vanilla extract or some shit they put in there. It was really good.
Oh, it was amazing.
But what was I going to say?
You walked through
so
the woods.
I go to the bar, and our favorite bartender was there. She was feeding me shots, and I'm sitting there ordering the food. And I got the food, and it was just sitting on a heater. She's like, "Oh, you can have a few more drinks." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I'm sitting there drinking, and the food is on this heater. And I must have spent like 5 minutes turned into like 3 hours. So I'm sitting there like, all right, let me get out of here, grab the food. And I'm stumbling back home. And it's like you have to walk through like a wooded area. And all of a sudden, like I felt like something smacked me in the face, and it was like a twig. And somehow, by like some act of like some unholy power, I got home that night. And
with the food,
but without my glasses. So something smacked me in the face, and I lost the glasses.
And I'm almost positive that the next day we go out searching.
Out there in some giant field looking for glasses, and it's like, yeah, let's just give up. Actually, you know what we found? We found one of the lenses somehow.
Yeah, we did find the lens.
So I don't know what the hell happened. We found one lens, but we didn't find the glasses. So I think what happened was that night I'm trying to reenact this night in my brain, but I was like blackout drunk. So I'm thinking like they must have fallen. I stepped on them and then put the lens, and because we just found the lens. I'm thinking that's what happened. So we get home, and I had this one lens, or maybe I had both lenses. I had one lens because we had like some kid's pair of sunglasses that I taped the lens to the sunglasses.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I used to squint with one eye and have one good eye with the good lens so I could see the TV from far away. And they were like the most ridiculous, like red plastic kid sunglasses that I broke the sunglass part out and put my lens on there, but the lens was too big to fit. So we used tape.
Yep.
And I would like sit there and close one. I would have the worst fucking migraines.
See, I mean, back in the day, we had no money, man.
I can't wait.
We had money to drink, though.
Oh man, we were always fucking loaded. We always had a big ass
restaurant.
gallon of fucking vodka. Go eat out every day. But I had.
But see, when you don't have kids, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah, it really didn't.
You can waste money on whatever the fuck you want, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Bills get paid. No, I'd rather go to the bar.
We'd be eating good, man. We were eating good. We were drinking good, and now we're talking good, man. This is a good time already. We're only 6 minutes in, and we're already cooking, aren't we?
Yeah.
Look at that look in her face. It's just so smackable, that look in her face, man.
Oh, God.
You've got the most punchable face I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
God damn it. So you going to talk about your day so far today? What happened?
I didn't do shit today.
Jesus Christ. Is this answer
I sat here and waited for the dude to come and mow the lawn. That's what I did today. Mm-hmm. And, of course, he comes at, like, freaking 5 o'clock. So you sit here and wait all day long. That
motherfucker's got a really good grasp on life. $25 a lawn. He does most of the lawns in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. He's some old man. He just goes around and just most people's lawns and gets cash. It's a pretty good business he's got going on there, don't you think?
Pouring sweat. I go out there to pay him. He's red and drenched in sweat. He's like freaking Shane McMahon out there, freaking just dying.
Dude, doesn't Shane McMahon look like a fucking like let's say like you get a nice bottle of water from the freezer. It's frozen, mm-hmm. and you put it out in the heat, and when like the bottle starts sweating. That's what he looks like, just pouring fucking sweat from every orifice of his body, man. Just a disgusting piece of shit he looks like. He's a horrible human being, man, but I don't want to talk about wrestling. We're going to have enough of that tomorrow.
But no, that's what I did. I waited all day for him. And I know how to mow a lawn because I did it growing up. It's just...
Do you want to be out there, though, like on display? That's the question.
Well, I could do it early in the morning or like...
Yeah, true.
Well, not now. Like maybe an hour ago, I could have been out there doing it while the sun was going down or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like our front yard is very small.
Yeah.
So I would only be out there for 5 minutes, and then it would be the biggest part is the backyard.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But we don't have like an area to store it. You can't just leave it outside.
Mm-hmm.
It'll get rusted and stuff. So we actually have someone come in and do the lawn, which is very convenient.
It's awesome. You gotta do $25 every 2 weeks.
And I noticed that everyone down here get someone to do their damn lawn.
Well,
everyone.
You also got to figure it's a retirement community, so people are going to do that. Obviously, they're going to pay people to do shit. Yeah, I mean, I kind of enjoy it.
Up north, you didn't have, people coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Everyone did it themselves up north, but down here, thank God, because we.
Motherfucker. Yeah, of course. Well, anyway, I came to a decision today while I was at work. Now, I've been carrying 2 phones for the longest freaking time.
I know, and that's got to be annoying. I don't like carrying the one.
It's very annoying. So what I made a conscious decision yesterday when I got out of work to trade in my phone, get a nice chunk of change in my pocket, which we spent on the booze we're drinking right now.
Oh my god!
And to upgrade a couple things in the podcast studio. You know, just because something we enjoy doing. And I'm going to be running with the work phone from now on. Just because I am sick of carrying.
Well, you don't talk to anybody anyways.
I really don't. Like I really don't talk to many people. So I dumped it. It's gone. We broke up.
You have more customers and stuff and that contact you than you got friends. So why do you need a personal phone?
What the hell's a friend? I don't even know how to spell
just say you don't need
word.
a personal phone. So good. I mean, because I would think that the two phones weighs your freaking pockets down.
Yeah, exactly. So
especially with the phones. The phones are freaking huge now.
Yeah, exactly. The phones are too big. Like I was running with an iPhone XS, and I got a nice chunk back for it. So I'm like, let me just get rid of this fucking thing because I really don't need two phones. So I'm just going with a work phone. You know, my family doesn't really like talk much on the phone, so I'm just gonna run with the bullshit work phone. You know, but the cool thing about that is I can toggle certain things on there. So I mean, like if I don't want customers calling me, I can add like favorites and stuff like that. So only certain people can contact me. And I don't even remember what the hell that number was on it because I don't really use it much, and it's always in Do Not Disturb. But now I'm just gonna kind of fucking customers.
It's a work phone that's always on Do Not Disturb.
And the problem with that is people will come into the store and like, hey, how can you not answer your phone? Oh, sorry, it was off. But anyway, that's what I'm doing now. Just to kind of get off the grid a little bit because I feel like I was way too connected to the world. And it's weird because we're trying to plug this podcast and do social media, and I'm like, I just want to get the fuck out of this life, we're doing okay. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there just because to me that's fun, just getting off the grid and I'm really not off the grid because I'm doing a podcast right now that's going out to thousands and thousands of people because we get a lot of downloads. Obviously that our audience is pretty large. So I mean, I just wanted to kind of. I mean, what the fuck am I talking about?
I don't know. I'm letting you go.
I'm just
You're rambling, talking about nothing, so I'm just letting it go.
You know what? I'm waiting for the day that I finally just zone out and you point me towards the window and the drool just falls down my chin onto my lap.
Keep saying that. I'm just going to push you out the door.
Just push me out the fucking window. Just end it all already. Just throw me out the goddamn window, man.
Oh, God.
So yeah, tomorrow we're going to be doing our big interview with a large human being.
Oh, my God.
The Hispanic Uncle Fester himself.
This poor dude.
Can't wait to get him.
Oh,
it's going to be so
Lord.
much fun. So we're going to be doing that one tomorrow night. I don't even know. I don't know if we're going to do that one on Twitch or not. I don't know. Maybe not.
It doesn't really matter. We do have the open house tomorrow evening, so that's perfect. The timing is perfect. So we'll get that done.
Whatever happened to us not being an interview podcast? What the fuck ever happened to that? You're like, I don't want to be an interview podcast. I'm like, nah, don't worry. I'll just do a couple, one here, one there. And it's like every week now we're doing like a big interview.
Yeah, but this dude's cool.
Yeah,
he's funny. He makes me laugh. Like, I'm excited for...
I consider this guy part of the family now. Part of the family. He listens to the show. Every time we put one out, he always hits us up and he's like, hey, man, this is funny. Or I popped him pretty good the other night.
And he gives feedback,
Honest to goodness feedback. Very cool guy. I can't wait to hear his story tomorrow. I've been a fan of his for a long time, and now it's kind of like get to ask questions, like behind-the-scenes questions about certain things that I've been kind of wondering about, things that interest me. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Apparently it's going to be 105 degrees tomorrow, man. I don't want to fucking go out. I
think it stops on Thursday. I think a cold front comes in or whatever, so it's only going to be 90 instead of 105. It's been freaking hot as shit down here.
Yes, it has been. It's been very hot.
Because seriously, for those that live in the South, they know what I'm talking about. But our air conditioner is set on 73. This is a new air conditioner, or HVAC system,
this motherfucker's
whatever.
working hard as shit.
And when it gets like this, when the humidity is that high because the sun beats on our house, there is no shade over here. But inside the house gets 75, 76, so that HVAC system is constantly running till that sun goes down.
Man, that's a fucking bitch, man.
The bill during the summer freaking sucks.
Yeah.
But then we have close to nothing during the winter because we don't use the heat or anything. It's freaking awesome.
Even so, though, like our bill is nowhere near as high as it used to be up north.
Oh, no.
$200. I'm like, oh, I would kill for that.
Niagara Mohawk up there?
Oh, fucking A.
I don't know, like, how far they reached or who, I don't know if it was just our area or what, but man, they would suck you dry.
Well, they.
Okay. All right. Stop. Shut your face. Moving on.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Can't say nothing. I have to be careful with everything that I say.
Yep. You know how it is. But anyway, they used to gouge you really bad for pricing. Do you remember, like, there was, like, a service or something fee? It was, like, $80. Like, what the hell is that? It was, like, a delivery fee.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they have that down here, too, but it's not as
nowhere.
bad.
It's, like, $80. It was, like, half the freaking bill. I remember they got in some kind of trouble at one point because no one knew what the hell it was. It's like, all right, what is this delivery fee you're talking about? No one had any idea.
Yeah.
Did we talk about my marriage proposal?
Yes, we talked about that last night.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I don't know. We did 3 takes of the damn thing. Podcasted for 5 hours to get one episode out. It was fucking nuts, man. Jesus Christmas.
You keep bringing it up, or you're just going to keep getting more.
Jiminy Cricket. No, I didn't bring it up. This was all what's his name? Big Ray did it, and now it's back again. It's like the freaking thing I can't kill. I can't kill this voice thing. We did get a comment on YouTube, and I'm very happy.
I know.
It's our first YouTube. No, not our first, but our first one in a while for YouTube. And from somebody who's got like 22,000 fucking subscribers. So, pretty cool that was. Great job as always, the guy says. And I'm like, wait a second.
Well, what does he do? What is his... He's got his own channel? Is that what you're saying?
Some kind of media thing. So I'm definitely going to hit this guy up because if he's a fan of ours, I'm definitely going to reach out to this guy.
That's cool.
So I'm going to reach out to him and see. He had 22,326 subscribers. And it looks like he's got a multimedia channel. So I'm going to check him out. And we are going to get up in it. Get up in it somehow, man.
Oh,
33 minutes ago we said that too. So he literally just listened to the podcast a little while ago and put that comment up. So I'm very excited to reach out to our new friend here who left a comment. So he's a fan, and I'm a fan of his apparently now because he's got a lot of subscribers and he could probably help us to fuck out. So I'm looking forward to branching out the media a little bit and just trying to get this thing as big as possible. I still got like some weird thing in the back of my throat. It's the weirdest thing. Like my mouth is just gonna be fucked up. My throat just conked out one day, and I lose the number one gift that I have.
No,
this golden
we can only
voice.
hope.
Oh Jesus! What the hell would you do? Fucking
this
man.
podcast would die immediately.
Yeah, because you won't fucking take over.
No, you need to start going to the doctor, and you won't do it. You're the one with all these issues.
Well, who the hell wants to go to a doctor? I'd rather just die. If something's wrong, I'd rather just freaking fall over and die. I don't want to know it's coming.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
but if you know it's coming, you could probably, get medication for it or something.
I don't know, but I'm waiting for Dana and Chris to get back and say that they're playing Call of Duty, and they'd be like, "Hey, PM us your gamer tag." And
That's
we'll play
never
together.
gonna happen. Like you are too fanboyish. You can't do that.
I'm a Dana fanboy. God damn it. So anyway, you get a free pair of Beats apparently if we buy a Mac computer. So we waited way too long to buy this thing. We should have bought a Mac, I think. Actually, no. I'm happy with this HP. Aren't you?
Yeah, Mac is too expensive. We can't afford that right now.
Yeah, and the reason why I bring this up is because it was pointed out to us that there was a little bit of feedback in the microphone, and we figured out what it was. It's not because...
Did we figure it out?
Yeah, it's this. It's not because the electronics are too close to it, because we have like iPads on the table and shit like that. It's our fan on this laptop.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's the fan.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to, I don't know, there might be a way to turn it off or on. We moved the mic away from it.
Well, I don't listen to our podcast. Did you hear it back? Is it bad?
I heard it back a little. It's not terrible. You can definitely hear it, but it's not terrible. So, I don't know how to...
We pushed the microphone a little bit further, so hopefully it's a little bit better today. But,
yeah.
I mean, we're going to figure it out and figure out what the hell we can do.
Yeah, we'll definitely figure this thing out. It's like the fan is just blowing like crazy on this fucking thing. So, we lifted it up off the table. We're doing some other things with it. So, we're going to figure this thing out eventually. But anyway, the sound, it is what it is. You know, we're going to keep on doing what we're doing.
And once we clear that off right there behind you, that table behind you, and put the laptop over there, because this is the microphone's what's recording us.
Exactly.
The wire could reach over there, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure it would. So
that might help.
Yeah, we'll definitely get this thing going. We got to figure out how the hell we're going to do this interview tomorrow, if we're going to be doing Skype or what the hell we're doing. Probably Skype is what I'm thinking.
Are you yawning?
Yeah, I'm yawning. I'm old as fuck. What do you expect, man? I had a long day of doing nothing at work but sitting on my ass and selling shit.
Well, you didn't call me at all today at work, so you must have been busy.
No, not really.
Usually you go outside and you like sit there for like 10 minutes and call me, and then
maybe I just stared at the wall.
I don't
With
know.
the drool falling on my mouth, I'm getting prepared for my future, I guess. Just staring at nothing.
God.
Well, I don't know. We didn't really do much today. I was just kind of hanging out and thinking about shit. I don't know, man.
You switched your schedule around, right? So now you're off tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm off tomorrow and go back to work Thursday, but I'm going to be local Thursday.
Thank God you're going to be local.
I'm going to be in Merle's Inlet hanging around on Thursday, and then Friday I go back, and then I'm off, and then the weekend.
Which means you can get home nice and easy, and we can go to the other open house at the fucking school.
And then vacation.
And then vacation. What are we going to be doing during your vacation?
Well, we're going to be having your people come down, and we're going to be.
The kids are going to be going back to school.
When did the kids start school again?
Monday.
Oh, fucking A. Next Monday. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow, it's quick.
We got to get them shoes and finish up all that crap.
Yeah, shit, I forgot all about that. Maybe we'll do that.
Got to start grocery shopping for freaking school lunches again.
That's your favorite thing,
man.
Blow money on fucking snacks.
No.
Snacks and cakes.
It's like, Jesus Christ. It's just fucking hell.
Can we talk about school lunch for a minute?
Why, that you weren't given a choice and you just
That was given a
ate what
choice.
you
I either went to school and got a free lunch, which was either peanut butter and jelly, which I ate almost every day. And the only times I wouldn't eat that was when it was like chicken nuggets or whatever else they would give you, and pizza day, which was like it was every other Friday or once a month, and then it became every Friday.
It was always every Friday for us.
Yeah, it was like every 2 weeks, and then it was once a month or some shit. It was like once a month and every 2 weeks and every Friday because it was such a big hit. They were like, all right, let's just do this every week. But the pizza quality got worse. When it was once a month, it was like Domino's. And I think it was Domino's.
Oh, see, we didn't have... It was always like a square pizza from
it was never that nonsense
a
for us.
local pizzeria.
But we also got like this very burnt pizza where the cheese was like black after a while. And you could tell like you could tell it was just horrible quality pizza. And that was what we got every Friday.
School lunches are disgusting.
Not necessarily. Well,
they're disgusting.
The chicken nuggets were like bread inside. It wasn't even like meat. It was like bread on bread.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not even... It's like fake food.
Yeah, but I mean, they have to be cheap. They got to feed hundreds of people, and most of them are free lunches. And the schools don't really have a huge budget, so you got to kind of scrape the bottom of the barrel for food quality. But it was a nutritious lunch, supposedly.
That is no... They don't sell nothing nutritious.
That's what they tell you.
It might be more nutritious now.
I used to like the slushies. Michelle Obama.
Yeah, because of Michelle Obama. But, like, I mean... It was never, like, that nutritious back then. I remember in high school, we had, like, some type of hut in the middle of our cafeteria that just sold fried food.
Oh, shit.
Like, mozzarella sticks and onion rings. And, like, if it was fried, it was in that hut. And you would just go up there and order stuff. Like, man, we couldn't wait to get to high school to have that in the cafeteria.
My favorite thing was the slushies and the giant chocolate chip cookies.
See, I never bought the snacks.
We bought snacks a lot.
In elementary school, I would go and buy the 5-cent pretzels. The pretzel rods.
Oh, yeah. Those were good, too. I used to get the pretzel rods, the soft pretzels. I used to get all that shit.
I don't think they're 5 cents anymore. Is that your foot? Sorry.
You're playing footsies with me
No,
again.
I'm not. Just shut up.
Fucked.
Oh, my God.
What we used to do is, what I used to do, and it was like go around tables and ask for like a quarter because people would always have like $2. They would always have like a quarter left over, 50 cents. Hey, man, have a quarter. And then before you know it, you got like $10. And then you were like a millionaire in school when you got $10. You can go through and get the vending machines in the hallways, get sodas and shit all day long. It was always pretty cool.
Yeah, high school had all that stuff.
Yeah,
you weren't allowed any of that until you went to high school.
Well,
I don't think they have that stuff anymore.
Oh, no.
You're gonna fall asleep during.
No, I can't stop yawning. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, man. I think because I'm malnourished. Like I haven't been eating well the past couple of days, but that changes.
Okay, can we talk about that for a second?
Well,
that we were literally on the porch not long ago, about an hour or so ago.
I feel bloated today. I don't know what the hell it is.
You're like, look, I'm fat again. Like, dude.
No, I feel like I'm getting bloated. Like I don't know if it's something I ate or what. Like maybe it's the peanuts, the protein. I don't know. Like I'm feeling bloated, so I don't know what the hell it is. Like I haven't been drinking beer. I haven't had beer in a while. I had one the other night, and I don't feel as bad as when I'm drinking that shit. Like when you drink beer, you feel fat as shit. I don't know what the hell it is. Like something had me feeling kind of bloated today. I don't know. I'll do a little bit of research tomorrow because I haven't really been eating or drinking too much stuff.
Didn't you have a burger yesterday?
Yeah,
without the bread, but you had a burger.
It was just a regular burger. But
you haven't
just
had that in a while, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, that could be it. I don't know what the hell it is. It's got to be something. I just got to readjust the diet a little bit more, I guess, and figure something out. Something I put in there just didn't sit right, so I don't know. I got to figure that out and get back to what I was doing. I think I might do a couple of days of fasting next week. While we're on.
Next week?
Yeah, we're gonna be on vacation.
You don't think we're going to be cooking out and stuff during the vacation? You're going to be fasting?
Well, they're not going to be over here a lot. They might come over here once.
Let's hope not.
I only want them here once, and the problem is like our kid knows every single toy. We talked about this already, but like I just don't want her toys disappearing or getting touched by another kid because she's going to freak the hell out. She'll scream and yell and, "Mommy!"
They won't disappear because my friend will make sure that they come back. But I mean, so I'm not worried about that. But I mean, she's the one kid that we have that plays with toys, that has every toy under the goddamn rainbow because she can't throw any of them out. So
she doesn't want to.
With all these little kids coming over, like, oh god. But they're staying on a beach home, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I don't really want them coming over here because we got the dogs that we got to worry about, and then they have more kids this time coming down.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a
3
lot.
more.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Fucking another addition to the goddamn family, man. I don't even know. So, I had a couple of topics I wrote down today. So, I don't know if you want to get into that yet, because a couple of them are strange topics.
Oh,
or if you got something you wanted to talk about first.
I don't have anything. What's
You never
strange?
have anything. You never have a goddamn thing. Can you find something?
What's strange?
All right, well, have you ever heard the term bears and twinks?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to educate you a little bit here, okay?
Is it weird? Is it kinky? Like, what is it?
All right, so basically there's this thing online. And now this isn't new. This has been going on for a very long time. Now, there's 2 different categories here for gay men. And
Why?
And
Why?
I'm not making fun of them. I just wanted to bring this to your attention just to hear your thoughts on this whole thing. So twinks are like little boyish men. They're like very thin. They have like no hair. They look like little kids, like no body hair, no facial hair. They're really thin, lanky, like frail almost, like tiny people. And they're like little. And they call them twinks. It's like, like look at that little twink, And then you got bears, which are like these big, fat, hairy ass dudes with like beards and shit, and they're gay. And the bears hunt for twinks because 2 bears together.
They hunt for twinks.
Yeah, the bears hunt for twinks. So,
dude, you find some weird shit.
So if you're a bear, 2 bears can't ever mate. They can't mate because 2 hairy men with flab all over the place aren't going to roll around in the bed together. So a bear finds a twink. And twinks search out for bears because they want that like father figure, and they're like little boys and like they'll get cradled and shit.
But they're not little boys; they're of age.
Yeah, they're of age,
okay.
obviously. But
stop saying little boys then.
No, but like they look like little boys. They look like kids. They got no body hair, no facial hair, and they're just like clean cut, like little twinks. What do you think of like a twink?
Well, everyone has a type. Like what reaction do you like? That's weird.
What do you think about bears? Bears and twinks. What do you think about the phrase twinks?
Why does there have to be a phrase? Why is that seriously like a group?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, there are dating websites and like just societies online where like.
And they call themselves bears and twinks.
Yeah, the twinks will look for bears. The bears will look for twinks because like they.
That's fucking odd.
Because like 2 twinks together, if it's just odd. But 2 bears together is even weirder. So you have to have a perfect blend of gay, and bears and twinks are like perfect together because they're a perfect match, like a match made in heaven. That's like a hot chick and like a really manly woman with like a flannel that goes to Kelly Clarkson concerts. You get those 2 together, and it's like, okay, I could see that. You get 2 beautiful women together, it's like 2 friends shopping. But you get like 2 like manly men-looking girls, and they're like, all right, they're just
the
buddies.
Shit that keeps you up at night, like
but then you get like a flannel chick with the Kelly Clarkson music playing, and then you get like a hot blonde.
First of all,
they look like a couple.
Stop with the Kelly Clarkson crap. Because there's a couple songs of hers that I like, and every time, we don't listen to the radio anymore, but when it used to come on the radio, immediately you would always say something about some kind of flannel. You would say some kind of weird stuff, and I'd get pissed off, because it's stuff that I like. I don't understand what the problem is.
I don't know. It's like you're supposed to hate the things that your spouse likes.
You hate everything I like.
All right, this will be fun. Now I'm gonna write me. And I have my own little notebook now. I'm going to put you. So I'm going to put M and Y, okay? So I'm going to put check marks next to things. I'm going to say something I like, and you tell me if you hate it or not. You say something you like, and I'll say if I hate it, okay? Spur of the moment game here. All right, so I like the football games on TV, watching the Giants play.
I don't hate it.
No, it's either yes or no.
Okay, well, but I don't hate it. So no.
All right, so that's one. Now you name something you like.
TV.
You got to be more specific.
Okay, reality shows.
I hate it.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. There's an X for me because I hate one thing. All right. Fuck, this is tough.
Yeah, see, so shut the hell up. But if I'm walking around the house and I happen to say something, I fucking hate that.
How about
69
and
shut up. if I'm sitting there
for you.
and I'm watching like any TV show that you mentioned that I watch, you hate somebody on that show. Does not matter.
Well, I hate someone on every single show that I watch too, and I don't really watch many shows, but there's someone I hate on the show. And I don't know what it is that makes me hate like one character, and I think it's because like when I'm watching TV, I kind of try to like put myself in those
Breaking
situations.
Bad though, because I even hated.
I hate every woman on that show.
The woman.
The only one I kind of liked was Lydia.
Yeah. So Dexter, we both like that. Who did you hate on that show? Because there had to have been someone.
Ooh, the brother. I hated the cop. Jimmy Smits when he was like, "Oh, Dexter, my friend." He kept like trying to be.
Oh, that asshole!
He kept trying to get in there with him. He was annoying.
Yeah.
As far as like permanent main cast characters on that one, I guess the one cop, the one that you thought was black, but she's like Mexican.
Oh no, yeah, I love her. She was on something else.
I didn't like New York Undercover.
Yes.
I didn't like her. I liked her in the beginning.
That show back in the day was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I said I was going to start rewatching that, and I never did. I started watching Scandal instead.
Yeah, well, there you go. At least you got something. I don't know.
Okay, so Scandal. Who the hell do you hate on that?
I don't even know what Scandal is, to be honest.
Oh, okay. The Kerry Washington one that I watch.
She doesn't bother me, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that show. I really don't. It's not fair because I don't know anything about it. The Walking Dead, I hate the entire cast.
I don't hate the entire cast.
I hate them all.
But I do dislike quite a few of them. But
they try too hard.
Okay, can we talk about that for a second? Sunday night, I was super pumped, right? Mm-hmm. I had SummerSlam. It didn't work. Mm-hmm. But I had SummerSlam. And then I had the Walking Dead preview taping. So I was pumped. Monday morning, I wake up and already pissed off because I couldn't watch SummerSlam. So I turned this on. I'm like, good. At least something good taped last night.
Yeah.
I turn it on. It's not the Walking Dead preview. It's freaking Talking Dead with characters I don't give a shit. Well, a character I don't give a shit about at all. And then it shows like a 2-second freaking preview that gave nothing away. Like no action, no nothing. Carol walking, talking to just like stupid. An hour long. I fast forwarded the whole thing because I was not going to sit there during a whole interview with people that I don't care to hear from. So, what a waste. I can't wait for it to come back.
No, I don't blame you. I just figured something out here while you were talking, and...
Yeah, I know. I saw you looking somewhere.
The Twitch link, I can actually post the direct link on Twitter now, so I'm very excited about that. So hopefully we get a few more people popping in. Like I said, this thing right here that we're doing is just like fun for us to pay attention to. But we're trying to get it to a point where like it becomes something that we can like really have fun with. So anyone out there who is listening on Twitch land or coming in from Twitter or whatever, just come in and pop in and say hi, man. This is something that we're trying to become more interactive as a show, and I do like having this in the background. If anyone knows anything about this damn program and how it works, please let us know because we're trying to learn this shit. We're really trying to learn this. But like you hate some things that you hate the Twilight Zone, and that's my favorite.
I hate that show. I hate it so much.
What is it about the show? Because I'll walk around the house and I'll quote certain episodes, and I'll always bring something up from it, like Pinot Sykes.
Okay, that episode I hate the most.
Because I watched it a million times with you.
That one and the one with the stupid doll that kills everybody or kills the father or something.
Talking Tina.
Yeah.
I'm talking Tina.
I don't like that it's black and white. I hate black and white shit. Hate it.
Did you ever think that your toys came to life when you were a kid?
Probably.
I did. My brother told me that my TV... Oh shit. Whoa, that was weird.
Well, turn your volume down.
Well, I clicked the link for Twitch and it bought us to... it bought me to that, which I thought was strange. I never saw that before. I clicked the link that I put in there just to see if it would work, and yeah, sure enough, it worked. Obviously, you heard us talking. But when I was a kid, my brother told me that my toys were going to come alive and kill me when I was asleep. So I thought that was interesting because, like, what a great brother I have. And I remember when I was like growing up, I would put certain things on top of the toys.
To weigh them down.
To weigh them down, and then my brother used to fuck with them at night and like move the stuff and then move them closer to me.
What an asshole!
So he would take the figures. I used to be a big wrestling fan as a kid, obviously. So I would have like Magneto. He had white hair, obviously, as a toy, so he would be my Ric Flair. The Cyclops, he had like the visor, so he would be my Bret Hart because Bret Hart used to wear the sunglasses. And then those are my two favorites. I used to have them fight each other all the time, and then I would weigh them down with like something. Like the Ghostbuster car, I put on top of them both so he couldn't move. And then he would move the Ghostbuster car and then move them closer to me every night. So every night, when I would weigh them down, they would move like a little bit closer to where I was. And every night they get closer, closer. One night I woke up and they were like right by my neck. I freaked out.
He's such an asshole.
I freaked out, dude. And
Why would you do that, man?
So I was freaking horrified. I really thought they were coming to get me. I had like a dinosaur toy that would start moving closer to me. And that was around the time Nightmare on Elm Street came out. And there was came out, but it was the one where like the little kid, he had like a dinosaur doll, and he was like, Rex, protect me. And I had like a dinosaur toy, and then he would put that closer to me. That's an older one.
What the hell year was that?
That wasn't older. It was one of the like last. It was like the quote unquote last one where he like finally got killed.
I hated that one.
I liked that one because it
Really?
was like real life blended with Freddy Krueger.
I don't like kids in
who
horror
does?
movies. I just, it's not something that I like at all because it's always whining and protecting them, and
I just don't like kids, period. Like, I like ours, obviously. But
Paranormal Activity, that's another one. Like, any scary thing, I don't like kids in it at all because it takes away, and the movie focuses on that way too much.
Kids just suck in general, man. They're so freaking awful. I don't know what it is about them in movies because, like, maybe because they focus the whole storyline around them. And you can't take a bad guy seriously if he's going after a kid, you know? I understand Poltergeist going after kids because, like, the storyline behind it, they took the youngest because, like, that was the one that was born in that house on top of their Indian burial ground or some shit. Mm-hmm. So she was the one that was born in the house. They had a link to her, and they thought she can take them to the light or whatever the hell it was. Carol Ann, you know? So, I mean, to me, that was...
And you still, cool. To this day, can't watch that movie without getting goosebumps on your arm.
I get goosebumps because the old man Kane, the Reverend Kane, for some reason, it was just that much. It was just him, his face, his voice. He walked up to the house and he's like, "Hello, neighbor." And he's like, "Carol Ann,
yeah,
let me in.
You get freaked out, and
I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about him. You're all gonna die! And he's screaming and shit. And Craig T. Nelson like walks up to the door and he's like, got this look in his face, and he's like all drunk, and he was opening the door for me because he was under the guy's spell, and then the hot wife came over and said something to him. And
the hot wife.
She I don't even know what the hell her name was. Jo Beth Williams was her name. Oh my goodness, she was a hot one back then. There was a scene where she was wearing like a football jersey, and it was like the 80s thing was like down their shoulder.
Yeah.
And she had like underwear on, and she was upside down on the wall, getting dragged by the demons and shit. I just went off on Poltergeist and some other dumb shit. I can't remember how I got on this track.
I don't either.
What the hell is this show about? Is this show about me just ranting?
It's just rambling.
It's just me rambling.
I said
and you
something
just
about kids being in horror films, but I don't remember how we got to the horror films.
Suck.
You said something about... See? It's going back around. Twilight Zone.
Oh my god.
Brought us to...
all this weird shit.
to the horror movies.
I'll tell you what, though. The only movie where kids worked was Child's Play. That was the only movie where it worked to have a kid in there. The only one.
I still haven't seen the new one. But I hear that they had to change some stuff because technology is different now. But
yeah,
I don't know.
There's something really weird about that. I don't get it. It's like...
And you know what?
I'm trying to think of another one where kids made sense.
Your podcast.
It. They made sense in it.
What?
Kids.
Oh.
They made sense in it, obviously. But
because then the second part, they're all adults. Mm-hmm. Like, it told a whole freaking story.
Yeah.
It was amazing. The new It, I just don't like it. I don't like
goofy.
it.
Ooh.
He looks weird. Like, no, just stop it. But,
he looks like a twink. That's what he does look like a twink.
He looks freaking horrific, right? Like, very creepy. And that's not the point. You're supposed to get children to come to you. Who the hell is going to walk up to that weird-looking clown? Nobody.
Well,
I don't care if you got a red balloon or not. I'm not coming up to you if you look
Georgie
freaky as
obviously
shit.
did.
Well,
You gotta keep. Now, I didn't like the fact he was eating kids too. It just, I don't know. I guess he ate them in the original too, because if you remember, he like had his mouth open. He went,
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know. I mean, it was okay. It was okay. I probably will watch the second one, maybe.
Oh, I'll watch the second one just to see who they cast as the adults and
A couple
and,
comedians from SNL, I think, are in it. But Bill, maybe Bill Hader was one of them. I don't know. It's one of the guys. I know I've seen his face in something.
Why would you have comedians in a horror movie?
They had him in the original.
Oh, they were? See, that's how long it's been.
Remember the guy who played Beep Richie? John Ritter was a comedian. He wasn't like a stand-up comedian, but he was a funny actor.
Oh, you're talking about the original. Okay.
Yeah, the original, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
But yeah, kids in horror movies fucking suck. I think that's just what it boils down to. Kids in anything suck because it always lends some sort of vulnerability to the characters. Like, oh, you have to have a kid, like Paranormal Activity. Only the kid can see it.
I was going to say is because I brought up cell phones with Child's Play. Is that your podcast? Dana mentioned about the Home Alone remake.
Oh.
And how they're going to have to. I mean, if they're redoing it,
Yeah.
you're going to have to put cell phones in it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because they can't possibly be in a home with like flat screen TVs and all sorts of.
Yeah, it's gonna be like some
and there's
high-tech-
security. We have security systems now.
They
in
had home
homes.
security back then.
Did they?
Yeah, they had home security back then.
I don't know. I just like it with technology the way it is now. Like it's not going to be an 80s or 90s based freaking movie. So
Yeah,
this kid Kevin is
can't.
going to have a cell phone.
Yeah, he's gonna have a cell phone, DVD players.
So-
Or DVD players are a thing of the past. We're probably watching Netflix the whole time.
I mean, it's just weird.
It's-
Because the mom is going to text the son and be like, or unless he's not old enough to have a cell phone. Maybe that's the thing.
Maybe.
That's got to be it. Right? Because the mom could just be like, where the hell are you? Well, you left me here. You know?
Still,
And she would come right home.
it still doesn't make any sense. Because, like, what happens if, like, all right. So I just thought of a quick scenario in my head. So maybe Kevin has a cell phone. He acted up. The mom took his cell phone away, put it in like her
her
coat.
luggage or something?
Yeah, she put it in her coat and then like forgot him there, and the family forgot him. So she tries to text him. It beeps in her pocket. And she's like, Kevin doesn't have his phone. But then it's like, all right, you can call the house. You can email him.
Yeah, because you got a cell phone.
There's so much shit you could do. There's so many other ways you can access his
email
device.
him.
So what? Like he goes in his iPad or the home computer and checks his iTunes account or his iMessages and texts the mom back. It's just like there's so many different ways that they can contact Kevin or whatever the fuck.
It's going to be interesting how they're going to screw that up. They're going to screw it up.
They have to because like we're way too accessible now as a culture unless you really do have it back in the past. You know, I don't know. But speaking of like the future and shit like that, I was going to ask you this the other day. I forgot until now. Obviously, I forget everything until now. But remember we were watching Back to the Future, and it's like the first time you watch it, you're like, okay, so you're looking at the year 20 something or whatever it was in the future. It was like 2019 or something, no, 2018, wasn't it, or 17 when he went to the future.
15,
Because I
16,
remember, I remember it was like a big deal when the
Yeah.
date came. And you look at the things that we don't have, like flying cars and shit like that. Did you think, watching the movie years ago, that when we actually hit that year, we were going to have flying? Yeah, so did I. I think everybody did. We're going to have flying cars in
and
the
the
future.
3D shark coming out of the screen.
We kind of do have that.
Do you, where you're just walking down the street and like all of a sudden it comes like it that damn shark went out like a freaking block, man. It did just, you walked by and it kind of looked weird. I don't know, but I did think, because I was a kid, I thought
We
that
kind
would
of
be
do
cool.
have it. It's called AR. But like you have to be looking at something to see it. So like you have to have your cell phone. You go like this, you can see it. So we kind of have it. We kind of don't. That's the only thing that I think that came true. The self-lacing shoes. I know. I think they have that right now.
Well, that dude in Stranger Things was wearing them.
Okay, so yeah, like you kind of have that, but other than that, you really don't have anything, man. Like,
The jacket where you would dry off.
I don't think they have that, do they?
No, I don't think they
I
have
don't
that.
think they have that yet. There's-
Although they are coming out with jackets with like heaters and air conditioners in them.
Oh, that's stupid. I mean, like, when are you ever gonna need that?
Well, if you're like a reporter outside in 105 degree heat,
I
it
guess.
keeps you cool. It like lasts like 30 minutes or something. Keep you
I
cool.
guess that's kind of cool, but like you got to think of it this way: like for people like me that don't really go out much, it's pointless.
Well, yeah, so we would never buy it.
So like I would go to my car, turn on the AC, drive to where I'm going, get out the car, go to AC. It's like there's really not much. I mean, like maybe if homeless people got them, then you got to charge that shit up somewhere. There'll be a whole bunch of people at Walmart
In McDonald's.
and McDonald's, and oh my, I don't want to see them. Shit. Fuck, I don't have a thing against homeless people, but god damn it, I don't want to fucking. Now that's a weird situation too. When you're going to like Walmart and you're walking past them all, they got like their coats all over them and shit, and they're like book bags, and they're just using power like power outlets. Why doesn't Walmart build a store without power outlets on the outside of the store to get rid of them all?
What Walmart are you talking about?
The ones down here, there's a lot of Walmarts where like you go and like there's homeless, they just kind of sit there and they're just out there.
Are they? I never
all
pay
the time.
attention.
Well, I mean, they're like just because they're. Fuck, I'm about to have that homeless one on the show. Like she's already been recorded and ready to go, but I can't wait till that one drops really because that's a good insight into the life of homeless people, and I was intrigued by it, but I'm not going to go into that.
I just remember when we had the big hurricane when we first moved down here.
Mm-hmm.
We had no power for 2 weeks.
That dumb bitch.
And
It wasn't even homeless, just a dumb bitch.
the whole area over here, no one had power. You had to drive a ways to 17.
Mm-hmm.
You finally found a McDonald's and it was packed in there because obviously the only place you can get warm food because no one could cook, and the outlets so everyone could charge their stuff. Oh my god, what a nightmare! But we've learned. We moved down here. We learned. We got portable chargers now. We got solar chargers. We got all sorts of shit because that was the worst 2 weeks ever. Having nothing.
Oh,
man, that sucks so much.
No.
All our groceries out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We used to call this thing keeping it real, where we
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, we did.
We used to call it Keeping It Real Day, and I don't think we've ever actually done it. We've talked about it multiple times.
No, well, because it reminds us from where we
Yeah.
came from. Like, yeah.
So what we had was basically like a lot of issues. You know, we were together and we couldn't pay bills sometimes. We always had booze, but it's like we always had issues. So what would happen was we would lose power for like a week or a couple of days or 2 weeks, I think. I think our longest was like 3 weeks or some shit without power, right? Something like that, way back when. So what we would do
Before
was
kids.
Like,
So I don't want to sound like scumbag
Oh yeah,
parents. This
it was
is like
before. It never happened once
years
we had
ago.
kids. Never happened after our kids. So like the kids really taught us responsibility and how to.
well,
just
before
be
kids,
adults.
we didn't give a shit. It was just
we
like
didn't
whatever.
care. So I think it happened like once when Samantha was a baby.
No, that
running
was
out the
a
porch.
that was a brownout. Remember?
Oh, all right. Yeah.
That was, like
Okay.
a lot of people lost everything. I don't know what
This
happened.
is like 11 years ago, so I really my memory's kind of fuzzy. Like we didn't have cable, but we always had power. I think when she was born.
Yeah, we didn't have cable.
Because I remember we had the brownout and they were wearing like jackets to sleep and shit. They were wearing like coats and bundled up because
I was
lost power.
pregnant.
Yeah, we lost power
Yeah.
bad. It was because like the power or the weather, whatever.
In the
But-
winter, it was we had a brownout,
Mm-hmm.
and like we didn't have a fireplace or anything. Like that sucked.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad. That was a couple days. Like I remember getting so pissed. Like fucking fix this shit already. Like what the hell is going
Mm-hmm.
on? Man, that was horrific.
But what we would do was have these times where we just kind of sit around and do nothing. This is before the kids, but like we used to go to the library, get books and shit like that. And there was nothing else we could do. It was boring as hell. And we kind of just sat there, but we enjoyed it. It was basically like we had like an all-day podcast, just us sitting around talking. That's all we did.
Well, no, not really. We would sit there and read books all day long. We
Yeah.
finished a lot of books.
Oh, we read a lot.
But you also would burn
Yeah.
CDs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, we
because
didn't
we
have
had
power.
Walkmans. No,
Yeah. We listened to music. We'd have like, it would suck, man. Like, and then we would.
And then we would hang out on the front porch.
Of course, we had booze though, and then we'd be drinking and listening to music and not having anything else to do with ourselves. So anyway, when we finally started getting things back together, we'd call it keeping it real, where we would like turn it off for a couple hours, turn everything off for a couple hours, and just kind of sit there and pretend like we didn't have anything to kind of remind us why we do what we were doing.
That was your idea. That was a stupid idea.
It wasn't a stupid idea because like sometimes you have to just remind yourself how bad things can be, so it kind of keeps you focused on why you do the things you do to keep things the way they are. So for me, like, why do I get up and go to work every day? Because like you start to take things for granted when you always have it that way. So like us, we always got food in the house, we've always got lights, we always got TV, we always got everything, you know. And sometimes like you just kind of want to disconnect a little bit and be like, all right, well, this is what it was like, and all right, this is why I do what I do. Just kind of refresh your mind and refresh your memory, you know, and kind of like refocus, like reprogram yourself. It's kind of something that you need in life to remind yourself why you do what you do. So like if we did it for a day here, like no iPads, no phones, no nothing, You know,
I would be so damn bored. I would need a book. I can't sit here and have nothing.
It would suck, but we would be like, all right, well, you know, kind of refresh ourselves a little bit. You know, I wouldn't be against doing it one day. Remember
Are
when
you
it happened?
nuts?
Do you remember when it happened when we lost power for how long? We lose it? Almost 10 days here. When the Hurricane Matthew hit, we lost power for a while.
I was literally just talking about that.
It sucked. It really sucked.
I know. We were just talking about it.
But we did have certain things. We weren't completely disconnected because we had the backup chargers, and when I went back to work, I was charging up our stuff and bringing it home. So we had iPads.
You went and bought more. You bought the solar ones because the backup chargers. I mean,
they burned out that same night.
You gotta go and charge them. Yeah. So you went back to work, and we were sitting there with nothing.
Yeah, I'd come home and be like, "Hey guys, power!" And everyone would run to it, power.
But then my dad bought a generator.
Yeah.
And he only lives a few blocks from here, so walked over there and charged up over there. Man, that was a fucking nightmare. That was horrible. Hopefully we don't get anything like that this year because that would suck.
The hurricane sucked, but it was basically us keeping it real for a couple of days, and it did suck. We lost a lot of food, like $300 worth of food.
Yeah, it was right after we went grocery shopping.
So now I'm kind of wary about going shopping when hurricane season's in town because you don't know what you're going to lose. But yeah, I mean, like, it sucked, but some parts of it weren't terrible. The only parts I really hated were going to sleep at night, obviously, because I need the fan, because of that white noise helps me sleep. And other than that, it really wasn't the worst thing that possibly could have happened, because we knew it was coming back. Back then, we had no idea we were getting shit back, because it was like, all right, the bill's $600. You know, like, why did we let it slip this far? When do we get it back? Hey, when's it going to happen? We had no idea. So, I mean, I'd much rather have a hurricane take out power than us not knowing when the hell we're going to be able to turn it back on, you know? Or, hey, let's go to this thing and forge a letter. Or some, remember that shit?
Yeah.
It sucked, man. But, yeah, that was basically hard life, hard living, and that's what keeping it real was all about. We went into a whole spiel about keeping it real. Wasn't that some shit? Twinks and bears and all that crazy stuff we were talking about earlier. What's the matter? You look tired. I'm young, but you look tired as hell.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you're gonna pass the hell out. What's his name? Matt Schaffer put me up on something today that really changed my whole perspective on things in life.
Oh God.
There's an adult film star who looks exactly like Becky Lynch, and I sent you a picture of her so you can see what she looks like. She looks exactly like Becky Lynch.
She probably smells like her too.
This is a life changer right here. You have no idea. I saw it, I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, why did you send me a picture of Becky Lynch? And he goes, this is an adult film star. It looks just like your favorite wrestler, Becky Lynch. So what do you think? How close do you think this chick looked like Becky Lynch?
I mean, her eyes were closed, so I don't know.
I mean, she's going to have a decent career in her hands. I mean,
why? Because she looks like Becky Lynch?
Yeah. I mean, because how many wrestling fans... Like, wrestling and porn go hand in hand. Because a lot of these wrestling fans can't get laid. So,
oh my God, dude.
So they have to watch porn.
Jesus.
I'm sorry for taking a dig at wrestling fans. I was one once too. I was miserable as well. But I don't know. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I think this woman looked just like Becky Lynch. I hope she has a very long career, and I hope the real Becky Lynch goes to porn and they make out.
Oh my God.
Why not? It'd be like the world would just fucking implode on each other.
She needs to take a shower.
Isn't it weird? Do you believe in that shit?
What?
That she's like dirty and disgusting?
Yeah.
Why? What would make you think that?
I don't know. Like
she can't be perfect. You know?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. So
why?
It's just I don't know. I can see it though.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like see like dirt? Like does her hair look grungy or some shit or grimy? Are you noticing things now after we heard that rumor about her?
I can't say that I'm noticing anything because I haven't freaking seen her.
Yeah, true. She
I was unable to see the SummerSlam match, and then we didn't watch.
She got beat up by Sasha
or whatever.
We saw that, didn't we?
All I remember from that is Sasha's blue fucking hair.
It looked good.
I'm glad that she changed it,
mm-hmm.
But I don't remember. Like I wasn't really paying attention, so I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know how Sasha came out, what the hell happened. I just remember the blue hair. She came out with purple hair.
She looked good. She looked like she gained a little thickness, like she gained a little weight or been working out or something. I don't know. She looked like really pixie thin, like tiny. She looked like she gained a little something.
If she attacked Becky, that's what happened?
she attacked Natalia, and then Becky came out.
Oh, Natalia.
And then Mike tried to defend her. We only saw this on the the Wrestle Zone or whatever the hell site we look at, links or whatever ones I look at to get the updates and shit. Because like I said, I don't really watch it. I kind of keep up with it though, to see what's going on. But enough about that. So, you know what's not fair in life?
What?
The fact that when women get older, like you could be a fly-chested girl, but then as you get older, your tits get bigger.
What?
Your thighs get bigger, your hips get bigger, shit like
What
that.
are you talking... Man, seriously,
this way.
what are you talking about?
So,
oh my God.
let me answer this. Are your boobs as big now as they were back then? Or you think
Yes.
So, when you were a teenager, those boobs are the same size?
Yeah.
How come some women, their boobs get bigger as they get older?
I don't know. But mine have always been the same. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now. I don't know what shit you look up at night. Like, seriously, how does that happen? How does that happen?
What?
That you find
Just
out
go down a rabbit
about
hole.
women's nipples changing color, and then how that their boobs just keep growing throughout life. Because I've never heard that shit in my life.
We talk about why the nipples change because it makes it easier for the baby to find the newborn
But, like,
baby.
why?
To suck
What
on it.
makes you think... Let me look this up.
Well, it's kind of like our conversations go. We'll start one place and then it'll go all over the place. It's like
But
a zigzag.
what clicks in your head and you're just like, oh my God.
My brain is like
Do women's boobs keep growing or get bigger?
My brain is like an Etch-a-Sketch.
I don't know.
It's like you turn the thing and it goes in all different
You
directions.
say the
Every goes in a
weirdest
straight
shit.
line.
Where did you find that?
Well, women's breasts do grow because when you have a baby, they fill with milk and they turn these big
I've always bought the
heavy-ass
same size
titties.
bra ever.
Well,
Always.
Yeah, but like you weren't very nurturing. You don't eat you didn't grow milky tits that I remember.
No, I had them,
Milk,
but I
tits?
didn't breastfeed.
So they got bigger then because they fill with milk.
But the milk doesn't stay there.
But they do grow.
For like when you're pregnant, and then it deflates. It comes.
Why you get so angry, you bitch?
Because I don't know what you're saying. So
Well,
like 80-year-old women are just gonna have like
They
what
sag.
double D?
They got these giant saggy boobs.
Oh,
And
get the hell
Yeah,
outta
they
here.
fall down to their knees. But where I'm getting at is like, like certain things in life aren't fair. Women get older, their boobs change, they get bigger.
So you're
and
talking
shit.
about because your dick isn't growing?
My dick, but my balls are huge. What
Oh my
happened?
God.
What the fuck? So, as a guy, like you get older and your balls, they start dropping. I don't know what happens. I don't know what the hell happens. But like your balls, they get all huge and they're all disgusting and shit. And I want to cut them off. But my
Cut
penis,
them off.
but my penis, my pee-pee is the exact same as it was when I was 17. What the fuck? What the fuck? How is that fair?
The only time my boobs ever grew was when I was pregnant. That's it.
Well, then there you go. Why
And
can't
then
we
they
have
deflate, but they go back to the original size. They don't just. At least for me, I never had like size differences. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So how come this can't change? Huh? What the fuck?
I'm sorry that
How come my
I don't know.
dingling is the same exact one I've had forever?
Oh my God!
It just doesn't make any sense.
Why do we, man?
It's just weird biology. That's all I'm saying. It's fucking weird, don't you think? Women's boobs grow, they get bigger. Like women gain weight, they get fatter. Their tits grow to like massive proportions.
Not always.
and
It
then-
depends. Women gain weight in certain areas, just like men.
Well, how come?
Like
how come
you're
when I was-
losing weight and everything, but you're still complaining about your stomach for some odd reason.
Well, then how come when I was pushing like 280, all that fat went everywhere in my body but my dick? How come
Oh my
that's-
God! Oh my
Just
God!
imagine. Just imagine.
I can't anymore. I seriously like.
This is the kind of shit that keeps me up.
I
at
hope
night.
people that are listening are actually entertained because this is the
kind of shit that
weirdest
keeps me up at
conversation I've ever had.
No, but like think about it this way, like you eat and eat and eat, right? Like my thighs were fat, my belly was fat, I was getting fat in my chest, but it never went to my dick. What the fuck? But women get fat and like their tits grow, their ass grows, and that's what men want to see: the tits, the ass, the thighs, and that's fine. And then women can go work out in the gym and they can keep all that shit, but their belly goes back down. Same old dick. Balls got huge.
Look up some dick exercises. I don't know what to tell you.
They-
I don't know what to tell you.
They call it Kegeling or Kegeling or some shit or
Oh, so
jelking.
you've looked it up.
Dude, I
You've
know
looked
everything.
it-
I know so
can't.
much weird shit.
Oh
I know
my
so much weird
God.
shit.
This is what I'm talking about. You can't remember nothing, but the weirdest stuff is like stored in your brain.
I don't get it. I don't get it, man.
That
These
I
are
just
like-
say something. I say something, literally to be funny, but you have a response immediately. You're like, "Well, it's called blah blah blah." Like,
Jelking.
Oh, my
Jelqing. Jelk. But like that takes years of practice. I don't have that much time.
Years of practice. What is it? Like you tie a rope around it with a brick on the end and it stretches? Like what is it?
No, you gotta do like something where like you grab like your fingers, you start at the bottom, and then you squeeze to the top, and you gotta like kind of like go like this, like a weird motion where like you're rubbing your fingers together. So like rub your fingers together. You have to like start at the bottom, squeeze as hard as you can, and go up. You know?
I can't even.
That's you're supposed to do it. That's what they call jelking. Some people, they dedicate their lives to this shit. They're like, ooh, I grew like 0.00001 inch.
Oh my god,
I've been doing this for
dude.
4 years, and you're like, damn man, you've been fucking doing some dumb shit for 4 years. And yeah, there you go. So that is your introduction to jelking, people.
I've never even heard that term ever in my
I think
life.
I think jelking is going to be in the title.
Jelking?
Jelking bears and twinks.
Oh my god.
I'm writing this down in the handy dandy notebook. You know what we need? A notebook song, like kind of like Dora the Explorer.
Oh, yes.
On the notebook, on the notebook, on
That's
the
not how it
notebook.
goes. That is not how it goes, and it's not.
If you have a fucking thought,
It's
and
Blue's
you can't
Clues.
remember shit, I'm the notebook.
Oh my
I'm the
god.
notebook. I'm the notebook. If you're just a little drunk and Becky smells like a skunk, I'm the notebook. I'm the notebook. I'm the notebook. I'm the notebook. Oh my god, man. So anyway, another thought I had. This is like the last thought that I had, and then we're just gonna go off the rails a little bit.
That's
I guess.
fine.
So I was talking to someone at work the other day, and we've had this conversation in private.
Ow.
So we were talking about teeth the other day, and like why you only have 2 sets. And this one right here was like a really interesting thought, and like someone thought it was a dumb idea, but then I explained my rationale for it, and they were like, "Wait a second, that does make sense." It's like, why are you predetermined to only have 2 sets of teeth? Why does the body stop creating teeth? You would think like,
Because you stop growing.
yeah, but like, why can't they just keep coming? Because like all they are like calcium deposits in your mouth, isn't it? Like bone calcium or some shit. Like, why does your body stop producing after 2 sets?
I don't know. Did you hear about, and I don't have the story pulled up in front of me, but there was very, very recently, and I don't know where this kid was living.
Some people do grow a 3rd set of teeth.
No, he had like 100 and something teeth removed from his mouth. They just kept growing, like in his jaw. Like it was weird. It was like I wish you told me you were going to talk about that. I would have pulled that.
Maybe his mom got fucked by a shark. Who knows?
Oh God.
I mean, well, you got to think of it this way, because like all it is like bone calcium in your mouth. So why can't they inject it into you or give you a pill or something that makes you just grow another set? Because you got to think of it this way: you start losing teeth when you're what, 5, 6 years old.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
yeah.
like, I mean, like I think a 3rd set would be perfect.
You don't get them until you're about 1, usually.
I think a
right?
3rd set would be perfect because like you got your little baby teeth, right? And you know, like you're learning how to take care of teeth at that age. But then you get your 2nd set, and it's like just the time frame doesn't match up, because you get your permanent set. You should have those in full by the time you're what, 15, 14?
I think so. I don't know about wisdom teeth. I can't remember when they come in.
They come in at random. Like some people I know at work are getting them in now, which is strange.
Oh, really? They need to get that shit
Yeah.
removed.
I've had them forever, and they don't hurt, so I'm keeping them. But like you got to think of it this way: like you all right, let's say 13. So let's say you're 13, you got your full adult set, because I don't remember losing teeth past like 11 or 12. So let's just, for argument's sake, say 13. So you have a set of teeth for 13 years, and then you have another set when you're 13. From 13 to 26, you don't get a 3rd set. From 26 to 52, you don't get another set. From 52 to 90, you don't get another set. You have to deal with those teeth from 13 on for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but you can't help that. That's just
Yeah,
the way we're made.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, why are we made
You
that
can't
way?
change
Why
it.
can't you make a 3rd set? They have to have
I
a
don't
way.
know.
There's got to be some kind of way. Like, you got to get a bunch of smart people to think about this. Because you would think, like, you can get a 3rd set somehow, you know? It just doesn't make any sense why you can't get it. There's got to be some way to do it. So we were talking about that, and I'm like, yeah, a 3rd set of teeth would probably be my ideal, realistic, scientific, breakthrough if they could do something. Or like that, or like something that helps you see better permanently.
I see it as like a toothache. Between a toothache and an earache, I don't know which is the worst freaking pain.
Yeah.
They're both horrific. Like, I don't know. You get a toothache, man, like, I feel like I want to fucking die. Like,
Exactly.
it's horrific. So, I don't know if I would want a 3rd set and have to deal with that shit.
Yeah, I mean, like a third set of teeth would be awesome because, like, right now, I take good care of my teeth. I brush them every night. You know, I don't eat crazy shit, and I don't know, like...
And you still get toothaches.
I get toothaches. I got one kind of right now in the back of my, like, here in this area, like my right side of my throat area. I don't understand why, like, you have to deal with this, you know, and I kind of wish I could just take a hammer and just crack my mouth open and get rid of all these goddamn teeth and spit them out into the goddamn trash can. A third set of teeth would be perfect. A fourth set of teeth would be perfect. I don't know why they just don't stop growing, you know, like hair.
Best thing I ever did.
Yeah, I know, getting your shit all fucking ripped out and done up and all that shit.
Haven't regretted it at all, and it's the best thing. I don't have, but I get like phantom toothaches. Like nothing like painful,
Yeah.
but like I'll get like a random ache once in a while. Like there's still a toothache there, but then it'll go away like a couple hours later. It's the weirdest thing. But like, man, I can eat everything.
It's just,
I have no
it's just so
problem.
annoying. I hate having teeth in my mouth. It's just the most annoying thing.
Corn on the cob. I can't eat that. But I
Yeah,
can sit
whatever.
here and eat steak. I can eat chips. I can eat fucking anything.
Corn on the cob is pretty overrated in my opinion. No, it's good, but I mean the thing is, like, you can eat regular corn. You can
Yeah,
put
you
butter.
can, but nothing beats freaking corn on the cob, man.
How about cream corn? You want some cream
Nope,
corn?
nope.
I don't know what the-
That's disgusting.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with cream. I always
It's
like.
so
I think it's
gross.
good. I think it's good. I can't eat it anymore, but it's good.
Ugh.
There's a lot of shit I can't eat anymore, but whatever. But like, what else would you think of? Like what would you like to have as a medical breakthrough? Like, if I put a pill on the table and said, "Here, you want a third set of teeth? They're gonna come in perfectly fine, straight,
No,
clean."
I don't want
You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it either.
I don't want them because
I'm
no
used to
matter.
having them, so
I mean,
actually, I probably would.
it doesn't matter how you take care of them. You're gonna get a toothache
They're
at
gonna-
some point, and that
They're gonna
pain.
chip. They're gonna decay. Ugh.
I'm just
You're gonna
no.
get abscesses for no reason. Stuff gets caught between them. You got to pick it out. It's just so
The
annoying.
amount of pain that I was always in, like I could, it was the best day of my life. Freaking
I had an abscess that one day, like not long ago, and I remember popping and telling you I popped it. It felt so good to get rid of it.
I kept telling you, you had to swish your mouth with salt water, right? Because I'm a freaking pro with going through that pain. Salt water, and then you wait until you get that white spot. Use a toothpick, boom. It'll be sore for a little bit, and then you'll be completely golden. It'll be fine.
It was the best thing I've ever done. Was popping that damn thing.
I don't know. That's just like that's a gross topic, but I don't regret it. It's been years, and
I was stabbing at it with a toothpick, and I remember poking it. All of a sudden, all this shit came out, and it was the best feeling ever. And I was eating lunch. And I'm like, why does this hurt so bad? And I remember
because it'll
popping.
pop up like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's what I don't. And just teeth are a nuisance. They're a fucking nuisance.
Oh yeah. So anyway, man, like even swallowing it, like I feel like there's like a web in the back of my throat. Some weird shit's going on.
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything that I cannot eat.
What about hair?
I remember like my dad. Like I would sit there and eat popcorn in front of him. How the fuck are you eating that? It doesn't. Like I can eat whatever the fuck I want. What do you mean hair? What's wrong with hair?
No, like what about hair? Like how come they haven't come up with a cure to grow hair or keep growing it?
They do transplants.
They do teeth transplants too, where they put
treatments
fake,
and stuff like that.
They'll like implant fake teeth in your mouth. Like they can do that, but like
Yeah.
real shit. Like why can't they give you a pill to grow your hair back? Like why can't they do anything?
That is another thing with the teeth that you can have them like
Implanted.
screwed
Yeah.
in, like, and that's I don't know how much that costs, but that's a little. I mean, that's kind of cool because you
guess.
figure they're fake,
But how
right?
much
So
would
you're
that
not
hurt?
going to
It's
get,
going in your gums. You're screwing something into your fucking mouth.
but you're not going to get a toothache again. That's fake teeth.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta think of like something else. Like if it's there you go, crack that beer.
I'm trying. I don't want to do it next to the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
That'd be cool if you said what kind of beer you were drinking. All of a sudden, a beer truck pulled up in front of the house and was like, "Here, boom, just drop
Listen.
them off."
Bud Light wants to sponsor us. I'm all over that shit.
You can drink as much Bud Light as you want. I'm keto. I can't drink it, so I will drink rum, Bacardi all day, clear. Hence, with Diet Pepsi. No carbs.
Oh yeah,
no sugar.
you started buying the 12 packs now.
Yeah,
So.
I'm buying 12 packs. It's no carb, no sugar. I'm good with it. It's a lot better than drinking beer all night long. I can't do it. Just looking at you drinking that beer is making me feel sick. Just looking at you in general is making me sick.
It's all right. It's all right, bitch. Feelings mutual.
Bitch, she goes, bitch. Oh, you're an asshole.
I know.
So yeah, I got my little topics out of the way.
All right, you want to take a quick break because I do have to. Pee.
No, why don't you say what you really want to do?
No, I had to pee.
All right. We'll be right back, everybody. We will be right back. Do you like the intermission song?
Why are you...
All right, we are back live on Twitch. We took a little bit of a break. We had a smoke. I refilled the cup here of rum.
Oh, you're using one of the kids' bendy straws.
There's not. Well, the kids take my straws and chew them because for some reason they
know.
chew straws. I don't know what the hell it is about them, but they like to chew shit.
We are literally out of that big ass 200 box gone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gone now.
I don't know how the hell 200 straws can go. I can use the same straw nonstop. For some reason, these kids, they go through straws like crazy. Can you now?
What?
My work phone is now an iPhone 7. This thing is so freaking little. Look at how little
small.
that piece of shit is. Can you imagine? And like, I remember this
And
phone
we
was
used to
top of
have
the line.
that. Yeah.
This phone was top of the line, and you look at it now, and it's like there's so much space where there's no screen. You know, like what happened? Like my old phone was an iPhone XS.
Is there? Let me see it again. What's it look like?
Look at all that. Like there's like these two like borders.
Oh, God,
wasted
yeah.
space. There's like
What
a
does
little
mine
tiny
look like?
screen.
Oh, it's a whole screen.
Yeah, well, you got the X.
Okay.
I had the XS. Now I got the 7 as a work phone, which I don't care. A phone is a phone. You just call and text on it, and I don't really use it for either. I've always been a texter. I'm not a talker on the phone. The only person I talk to is you on the phone. I have to talk to my boss, obviously, whenever she calls. But me and her mostly text.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah.
I hate the phone. I fucking hate it.
Okay.
I've never liked it. Even like you know how they say stupid shit like teenage girls on the phone and blah blah blah. I fucking hated the phone. I hated it so much.
Okay. Well, what back then or now?
I've never ever liked it. Never. I don't like talking on the phone. I don't like being because. First of all, like when I'm on the phone, I'm always looking for a reason to get off.
Yeah.
And it's just like you kind of gotta lie and fib or whatever, and like try to freaking make up excuses to get the hell off the phone. Like I'll sit there and talk to you for 5-10 minutes. That's it. I don't want to talk more than that. Like let me the hell off the phone.
Well,
I don't like something like glued to my ear. It's just horrible. And
I always feel like there's expectations on the phone.
like what?
Like when you're on the phone, you have to have expectations. So like, for instance, when I'm driving home and I call you on the phone, a lot of it is just us just talking like we normally talk, and it's okay because we don't have expectations. Like you don't have to have this great glamorous conversation.
And like,
it's just like
there's pauses or whatever.
Yeah, I'll
Because
zone
there's
out
only
for
so much
5
you could say.
I'll zone out for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But like if my boss calls me, there's always this awkward moment of like, how do I get off the phone with this person?
Yeah.
And then like she's used to me now. Because I don't say bye. We talked about this before. I don't say bye on the phone. I've come to terms with this. I finally understood it because I've seen it. Because people have been telling me this now lately. And she always thought I was pissed off at her. And one of the coworkers thought I was always pissed off at him. Because I would always just say, all right, click. And they're like mid-sentence. Or they're about to start saying something else because they don't think I'm done. So I would just hang up on them. So she like laughed so hard she cried and was like, "Oh, you do it," because I think I was talking to you or someone.
You texted me and you're like, "Do I say goodbye?" Because you didn't believe her. You're like,
I'm like, no, I say bye every time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she was in the room and I had no idea. You just randomly texted me one day, "Do I say goodbye when we get off the phone?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "You're a fucking ass." I'm like, "You just hang up on me," and I'm in the middle of a sentence. And I guess that like a whole thing happened at your job.
Yeah,
and like everyone was freaking laughing.
Yeah, and then like it was like a freaking sit down like intervention where they had to say, "Listen, you don't say bye."
Because it's literally how you get off the phone. You're like, "All right, click."
Is
and I'm just
bad?
like, "Wait,
is that bad though? That I
have something else to say."
Is that bad? Like I don't say bye because like
it's an asshole thing to do because
it's just natural.
And then like, and this is another thing. Most of the time, I know when you're in the neighborhood when we're on the phone because I hear speed bumps.
You hear the speed bumps, like a million of them.
Most of the time. There are times where I don't hear them, right? And we'll be having a conversation, and I'll be in the middle of a sentence, and all of a sudden it's dead air.
And then the door opens.
And then you come in the door, and I'm like, dude, I was saying something, and you just literally hung up on me. You could have told me that you were in the driveway.
It's so strange, isn't it? Isn't it just strange?
You're fucking odd. You're an odd person.
I can't help it.
But what I was going to say is, like, I hate the phone. Like, it doesn't happen anymore. Like, down here, I kind of learned and put that shit to bed. But when we lived up north, it was every Sunday. Every Sunday, my father would call, right? Which sounds like a good thing. And it is. I'm happy that him and I are, well, we're not as close as we used to be, but we're so close. You know, it was awesome. But that dude would keep me on the phone for like 4 to 5 hours at a time. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I would be stuck on the phone and he would not let me off. And I'd be like, okay, I gotta go. You know, I gotta cook dinner. Or I gotta, you know, get the kids bath. Or I gotta... And then I would get the guilt trip. Oh, really? You really have to go? And then I would feel bad. And then so, like, I can never get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally... In FaceTime. Oh, my fucking God. With the goddamn FaceTime. Do not FaceTime me unless you text me ahead of time. Like, seriously. Random FaceTime calls? Like, no. Absolutely not. I might be in the middle of shit. I might be, you know... cooking or you know, freaking pissing or whatever the fuck. Do not just randomly FaceTime me. Like, no, I hate that shit.
It's very rude.
It is just obnoxious.
Because the FaceTime somebody, I mean, like, you have like 3 different levels, so you can like, let's just say 4.
I no longer answer them. They are now blocked on my phone. Like, I learned, I blocked it.
Mine too.
You can't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's different levels of contacting people. So what you can do is you can obviously email somebody, which is the very slowest form of communication. You can email
I would
somebody,
never do that.
and then you're kind of like click and refresh all day. You never know what's going to happen.
Right.
You can text message somebody.
That was back in the day, email.
Which is very instantaneous. I text you, you text me, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
You can call somebody, get all these, like, or you could text 50 times in, you know, an hour. But you can also have a 1-minute phone conversation and eliminate the need for those texts. You get it all out right then and there.
Right.
And then you also have the very last form of communication, which is FaceTime, which is
And
the
I
most
hate that.
intrusive thing because it's like it's almost like you're there with somebody. You can see what they're doing. You have to perform and you have
So,
to
like, when-
do makeup and shit or whatever the hell you chicks do when you do that.
Dude,
Well, I'm just saying, like, you can't be like, I
Well-
can talk on the phone while I'm laying in bed naked. But if I'm on FaceTime, you kind of can't do that kind of stuff. You know, you have to be on at all times. And
when we moved down
sucks.
here, like, my dad, once he figured out FaceTime, like, the 4 to 5 hour conversations weren't a big deal anymore. Then it was, you know, we had to FaceTime, and I'm just like, fuck you, man. I'm like, seriously. So we moved down here, and we happened to be hanging out on their porch one night. And he was FaceTiming my uncle up north. That's fine. Whatever. If I do like a walk by and I'm just like, oh, hey, how are you? You know, and then that's it. And I go about our business and talk to my stepmother or whatever, play with the kids, whatever we're doing. Do not grab your goddamn tablet or your iPad and switch the camera around and then follow me the fuck around the house. Like, if I don't want to be on it, do not shove that thing in my face.
It's so rude. And I don't know
That
if
is something, and I think that's just my dad type of thing.
I was going to say, I don't think that's more telling of your dad or just, like, FaceTime in general. But to me, FaceTime,
I think it is just him.
It's so annoying.
It's so obnoxious. And, like, it got to the point where every time I went over there, as soon as that FaceTime call would hit and he would answer
immediately,
we would walk out the door. Oh, that's
out.
it.
Yeah,
okay,
up and go.
We're here. You have company. You know, I'm here. Your kid, and then your grandkids are here. You got family here.
Yeah, and you're drunk,
and
you're just FaceTiming
sitting there FaceTiming random people.
Yeah.
So, like, and I think he finally got the hint because he doesn't do that anymore.
It was just so obnoxious because, like, you'd be sitting there and he would have a conversation with someone else on the screen and then turn that person to you, and you have no idea who they are.
Yes.
One time
that happened here in our house.
He had some random dude that he was talking to on there, and left the room while he turned the guy towards us, and I was like, "Fuck this."
And then you walked out of the room, and then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I don't know who this dude is.
Who the fuck is this person?
So then I got up and left, and I'm just like, and he's like, well, what are you doing? No one's talking to him? Like, dude, we don't know who this guy
I don't want
is.
to talk to this piece of shit.
Like, fucking people are weird, man. And I think mostly my dad. I know that's
also,
like odd.
No,
but
it's just very annoying too because like you got to figure like it's like someone knocking at your door. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what FaceTime is. They're knocking at your door, you answer it, and there they are. It's just like same shit with FaceTime. Like if I'm talking on the phone with somebody, I can hang up or I can hit voicemail, but
like my
they're
sister,
just there, man.
My sister, when we first moved down here, used to, because she finally moved from Android to the iPhone, and like she was so excited. and FaceTime was a big deal because she wanted to be able to see her nieces or whatever. But it was never like a text ahead of time. It was always like some random FaceTime call, and I wouldn't answer, and I'd be like, no, dude, you have to give me like a freaking warning. Can I do the kids' hair? Can they be presentable? Can we just, like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. FaceTime and phone calls I hate. Like, text me, I will text you all day long. Other than that,
I definitely prefer texting. Texting for me is better because I'm not a very social person. I can ignore text messages after a while. And I'm a very bad person to text. Because if you text me, I may not get back to you for a couple of days because I just don't.
Because you don't care.
I just don't care. Like,
right.
The people that are coming down next week, like that guy, her husband, I must have texted him maybe less than 20 times this year. Mm-hmm. And we didn't text for months, and all of a sudden the other day, I guess he's like, oh, we got to feel each other out, and he sent me a text.
Before he comes down, yeah.
And I waited hours and hours, maybe even a day before I text back a short comment.
Yep.
But when he comes down here, we'll be fine, but it's like,
You're not a phone person at all.
It takes everything out of me. Mm-hmm. I like phones, but not for the phone function. I like
to look shit up and
I like it to have a little computer in my pocket. I like it because I can put all my pictures of the kids on there, my multimedia like music, and I can listen to podcasts on there and shit like that. Like the 2 or 3 podcasts I actually listen to.
See, I'm okay as long as it's texting, but then sometimes, like, you'll randomly text me at work about something and I have no idea what the hell you're talking about because there's things going on in your brain. Like, it's
all over the place.
You're thinking about something in your head, and then you just put part of it in a text, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then, like, you get aggravated with me, and then you have to, like, literally explain what you're trying.
I get so pissed
because you're thinking it, but, like, I don't know what you're thinking or what you're talking about.
Annoying.
But, like, that I think that's the only thing that aggravates me with texting is, like, if someone is in mid-thought and they're putting...
There's no context of the text.
And you never know if someone's pissed off or not.
Like, some people, right? some people type in all caps because that's just the way they are. But it looks like they're yelling. But they may not be yelling. They may just type in all caps. Or some people have a lot of typos because they don't feel like going back and correcting them.
Oh, my God.
I don't care about typos anymore.
My typos, I stopped giving a shit. Like, it'll change my word. I'll have typos and then I'll read because I do a lot of. I'll text and send it and then. Yeah. I'll read what I sent, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shit.
And then, instead of pre-reading it and then fixing it and sending it, I read it after I already sent it, I'm like, oh, okay.
There's a lot to hate about text messaging, though, because, like, what I do is, I'll text the wrong people all the time.
You do that all the time.
All the time. I text you something I meant to text my boss the other day.
Yep. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Something with work, and I'm like, oh, shit, wrong text. So I screenshotted what I sent you and I sent it to her, and I was like, "This was meant for you." And I just don't care anymore. It doesn't matter enough to me. Mm-hmm. I'm just glad I didn't text something weird like.
You've done that before.
I have.
You've done that before.
And they never
meant for me.
They never let me live that one down.
I don't remember what the hell you said, but you sent it to someone that you work with.
I remember exactly what the text said. I said, "Come in here, let me fondle you," or something. And it went to a coworker, and I never heard the end of that one for a while until I left that location because I got a promotion.
And this is what I'm talking about. Like, you think, like, if listeners are thinking that you just say random shit during the podcast,
it's all the time.
No, this shit that he says is all the time, all day
and night long.
Text messaging when he's in the house, all that stuff. And that one time he got caught because you sent it to the wrong person.
I said, come in here, let me fondle you. And they were like, I'm on the way or some shit. And I'm like, no. And then the next day, everyone's laughing at me. I'm like, you fucking assholes. I'm like, whatever. And like, I don't really have any shame, so I don't give a shit.
Oh, God.
But one of these days, I'm like going to text my boss, like, all right, come in here, let me fucking do something to you. And that's going to be horrible. But now
I have to be careful.
I've gotten into a habit now where after I'm finished talking to someone, I'll delete the text completely because for some reason I just don't care and I just type shit. I don't pay attention to anything in life. Like the last person I text or whatever. And
so you just pull it up and just randomly text
whatever. Because I don't talk to people. I really don't. You gotta
be careful, especially now that you're just using a work phone. Yeah, you can't be sending stuff like that to a customer.
Well, I'm definitely not gonna really talk like that on this phone. It's just there to save a few bucks because I just don't give a shit anymore. I mean, I'm paying money for something I don't use, so I get rid of it. Why not? You know, just
Oh,
yeah,
God.
exactly. It's just a waste of my fucking time.
I'll never forget that though. You texting your coworker.
So we've gotten a lot of Twitter followers lately. A lot more new, real fans, or not like bullshit like bots.
Robots, yeah.
like we had before.
Why do they have so many bots? Why is that?
It's just
every
social media in
platform?
general.
It's
like
so annoying.
A lot of dumb shit's going on, man. Oh, so here's a little interesting tidbit, and this is like a little wrestling, just like a quick wrestling article that I just found on the Facebook group here. Mm-hmm. I guess a bunch of people got signed to new contracts. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people they've revealed what they're making now. So Braun Strowman, he signed for 4 years. He has a downside guaranteed contract of $1.2 million per year plus bonuses.
Well, that's nice. And he's not even seen half the damn time.
His contract end date is July 2023.
Good for him.
Good for him, yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura. He has a deal where he gets paid $750,000 a year for 3 more years. Not a lot of money compared to
So
what the other
Braun
guys are
gets
getting.
more than him, huh?
Oh, yeah. Daniel Bryan, 3 years, $1 million a year plus bonuses for only 120 dates a year, which is very good. 2021, September. Dolph Ziggler he's re-signed for 1 year for $900,000 a year and $500,000 for each Saudi Arabia show, because they get like one huge payout for that one show. AJ Styles, 5 years. Wow, he's old. $1.5 million per year, which is crazy. Wow.
How much is Braun getting? 1.3?
Braun's getting 1.2 a year.
1.2, okay.
I can't believe AJ Styles signed for 5 years. He's getting up there in age, man. 2024 his contract ends. Gallows and Anderson, up to $1 million per year. They actually signed for 5 years for $700,000 per year. That's overpaying those. They suck. Usos, 5 years for $750,000 a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
I'm saving the best one for last. Becky Lynch is second to last. So she signed a 5-year deal for $1 million per year. So my girl Bex got paid.
Maybe she can buy some fucking shampoo with some bar soap.
Yeah, she can stank as
body
much as she
wash,
wants. She don't give a
deodorant.
fuck with all that money. The best for last. Brock Lesnar.
I really don't want to hear it. What is it? I don't want to hear
He
it.
signed a 12-month licensing and image rights contract for $500,000. That's just one part of it.
Right. What's the rest?
$100,000 per appearance. So he shows up on Raw, $100,000. $500,000 per pay-per-view, and $1.5 million per Saudi Arabia show, or more, as he still has a favored nations clause in his deal. The contract end date is May 2020. So yeah, he got fucking paid too. But Becky,
And his contract ends at WrestleMania time.
oh yeah, I'm very happy that Becky got paid. So good for her, and good for them too, because they got paid some motherfucking money. I'm happy for them, man. I mean, the thing is like you have AEW now, and you got a place for people to go, and you're gonna have to pay them to keep them. So fuck, it's great they're not getting lowballed anymore to kill themselves for 300 days a year. Good for them, you know.
How long do you think wrestling is going to be around for? How much longer?
In all honesty, I hope
Because
not
the ratings
long.
are shit.
I hope not long, but I mean AEW is going to bring some interest back to it.
You think 10 years? You think it'll go past 10 years?
I think so.
Really?
I mean, the thing about it is it may not ever go away. It may not be on TV forever. It may not be pay-per-view and WWE Network.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about TV. Like, when... Because the ratings are ass.
I think it's...
Storylines are horrific.
They're still making money, though. But what I would say is, like, let's just say things really tanked and they had, like, 100,000 people a week watching Raw. And it'll probably never get that low, but it's going down really fast. They would probably go regional, where it was like, all right, WWE and you know, the Northeast, and you got AEW in the Southeast, and this is over here. And now it would go territorial like it used to be. And maybe you would be able to, like, go like a circus or some shit, see a wrestling ring set up and watch people fight. I mean, it would probably go back to those Carney days, maybe. But I just don't see it going that far. I think it's something where, like, it's not quite like professional football or basketball or soccer where you can go watch a game anytime you want. I think it'll go to a place where, like, it's just a special attraction at certain places that you can go to, and they might go regional again before, you know? That's what I'm thinking, like territorial days.
you brought up football for a second. Where the hell is the thing that you said you ordered? Not the jersey, because I know you can't get that yet, but you said you ordered 2 things. So,
Well,
what's going on? Because UPS has been stopping across the street the last 2 days, and I'm like, is that his shit? And
oh
we're
no,
outside.
no, those people wouldn't steal it.
No, I'm just like, but when is your stuff coming so I can start looking for it?
I haven't looked on the thing. Like, it hasn't shipped from what, like, it's shipped, but it hasn't, like, moved.
Oh, okay. I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
You order something and it's like one town over and it sits there for like 48 hours before it freaking moves because it can't get to you to a certain date.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. New York Giants, Odell Beckham Jr. jersey. Oh, it hurts. Still, it hurts. I'm looking at the thing right now, and I got my my mug shipped, which is going to be fucking cool.
Right. So when is that coming so I can look out for it?
That mug is going to be freaking awesome. It's got my name on it and everything. I can't wait. So that'll be cool. I don't know. I guess I'll look it up. Go ahead and talk about something while I'm looking this up.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask what you thought with the whole Todd Chrisley thing.
Go ahead and explain for people that don't understand.
Him and his wife Julie were indicted for tax evasion, and they're saying that they are innocent. Now, I'm bringing it up because I watched the show, but a lot of people make fun of it. A lot of wrestling people make fun of it because it goes right after.
After Raw.
Is it after Raw or SmackDown? I don't know. It's after one of them, and I don't know. So I guess they were arrested for tax evasion and fraud, and they're blaming it on like their accountant or some crap. So let's see, it happened today. Charged with multiple counts of conspiracy, bank fraud, wire fraud, and tax evasion.
That's what rich people do, though. Like, why don't rich people pay taxes? Is it because they have to pay so much?
I don't know. I would like to know how much they're worth. How much are they worth?
Go ahead and look it up, because like I don't care for the Chrisley family, and I don't know who they are. I don't know why they're famous. All I know is that the husband is definitely a twink, and the kids are twinks, and the only person...
$45 million Todd Chrisley is worth.
Oh my god.
That's just him.
What did they do? What is...
Realtors.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's done anything other than that besides the reality show.
Okay, so this is weird. I just found both of my shipments here. Now, one of my things is scheduled to be here Tuesday, which is my T-shirt, and or Thursday, this Thursday. And the other thing is in Charlotte, North Carolina, and its scheduled delivery date is Tuesday, 8/20/2019, by end of day.
And that's what I'm talking about right there.
Why is one in Texas and it's going to get here quicker than the other thing? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Well, that's what happens when you buy shit online. Buying shit online is probably the worst thing you could possibly do. That's why I prefer going to a store. You bring it home same day. You know exactly what you're getting, and you know if it fits or not. I've ordered shirts from the WWE Network, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and sometimes it comes in the mail, like that Becky shirt that I got. It was terrible. It was like huge, and it was like, it wasn't a large. It was like a fucking triple XL. Remember that shit? Mm-hmm. And it was a shirt that I wanted. And I'm like, come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm still on this Chrisley thing.
What about him? You mean,
And I'm looking at the comments. People are just fucked up, man. So, one of them says just before his sentencing, he will come out of the closet. And then someone says underneath that, in capital letters, he is gay, right?
He's very flamboyant.
Oh my god.
He's very over the top with his personality, and people in the South don't really act like that. He acts like a gay man. I don't know if that's part of his appeal to the fans or what. Do you think that's what draws you to that shit?
Yes.
That he's gay?
That he's freaking... I find him funny. I find him...
I just don't like...
I know... Listen, this is the type of reality show that I know is scripted.
He calls people honey and shit.
I'm not stupid. Like, this type of reality show, I don't know... non-competition reality show, what the hell would you call it?
It's a reality show.
It's a reality show,
Yeah.
but like I know that this one is scripted, but it freaking makes me laugh.
Oh.
His relationship that he has with his fucking kids and how they piss him off and stuff, like, is just fucking hilarious to me.
Isn't the daughter in that one show that you listen to, your podcast or something?
The one daughter is, yeah.
No. I don't know. There's just...
Yeah, she's she's a fucking moron.
They're all
but,
morons.
I mainly listen for the other girl that's on that show. But whatever. Like, I mean, The
I can't. I just can't
comments
stand
for
him.
this dude. This is just
He just looks like a bitch. He really does. He looks
he
like
did
a fucking
that
bitch.
lip sync battle.
Oh my god, another
And
show I hate.
I know. See, this is what I'm talking about. I bring something up, boom, shut down immediately.
Let me get you into what James Corden next. Another one I hate.
Todd Chrisley did lip sync battle. I don't know what the fuck season it was, but he did Shania Twain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Like, seriously. You can't, I don't know. There's something going on there, or he's just playing to it a little too much, you know? There's got to be a reason for it. So, I don't know,
man. I get so annoyed with that shit. I'm sitting there looking at our new. I'm just looking at our what the hell's that guy's name? The guy who liked us on YouTube, and I'm looking him up on Twitter just to see if he's got as many followers. Because if you're a fan of our show and you've got that many people, I'm gonna see if I can capitalize a little bit, get a little something out of this whole thing. You know what I mean? Man, my throat's like starting to fail me now a little bit. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe I should get checked out. You think?
I don't think that's it.
You know what?
I think it's the more you talk, because I'm clearing my throat too, and it has nothing to do with.
You know that thing I was talking about this at work the other day. It was like it looks like a turkey baster, and it's like a blue like thing that you get babies. You put up their nose and you can suck the boogers out when they're babies. You know, like that thing.
Yes,
like
that disgusting thing that we never use, never ever.
I wish there was something like that for my throat. Just put it in my throat and suck the shit out, and then just fucking plop it in a bucket somewhere and sell it to the people that think my voice is sexy.
That's the most disgusting thing you've ever said.
You want to know what's even nastier than that? That women are selling their panties online. Used panties. Worn panties. They're selling them online. And it's disgusting.
They did that topic on Orange is the New Black.
And it's illegal, apparently, because it's like biological.
It's illegal or
it's
legal?
It's illegal to sell them because it's like biological warfare,
Stank?
I guess. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Biological stank being sold across the world.
I just don't understand that fetish or whatever it is. It's disgusting.
Listen, you like big asses.
But I don't
That's
care.
Your thing.
I don't care. It's disgusting.
But the thing is, everyone has. I guess there are people out there with fucking weird ass.
But like
fetishes.
But like I draw a line. If it's like let's say if Bailey walked in here right now and bent over in the bed and it smelled like shit, I would be like, "You're fucking disgusting. Get the fuck out." Because it's disgusting. It would have to be clean. Like, I draw a line somewhere. These men are out there saying, okay, send me your used panties. And I have heard people talking about this, and like women will say, okay, well, I sell my panties and I'll do certain things, and like what they'll do is they'll categorize it, and they'll say, all right, these are panties I wore after just going to work all day long. These are panties I wore while I was taking a jog, and I took them off and I'm selling them to you. She's all sweaty and
Yuck.
shit. I haven't showered for 2 days. These are my panties from that.
Dude,
and
why are you looking? Are you looking this stuff up?
I'm not looking this stuff up. I just come across information, and I'm like a trash compactor.
This is like a horrifying podcast.
No, I'm just saying, like, that is what, and like guys will pay top dollar, and women, and they don't send them in the mail. What they do is they find someone else, kind of like they did in Orange is the New Black. They'll find someone to deliver these panties to people. And they will pay top dollar for the. I don't know why. Like, what is the purpose of having a pair of dirty panties that someone else wore? I don't give a shit. My favorite celebrity, who's my Rachel Ray. If Rachel Ray walked over here right now, knocked on ding dong, I go into the door. Hi, I'm Rachel Ray. Here's my panties.
You'd be all over that.
I would
shit.
take them and throw them in the garbage. It's
disgusting.
disgusting.
You would be all over that shit.
No, I'd probably grab her and bring her in the house and throw the panties in the garbage. But still, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't want anyone's. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't want them around me. I want spinning it around the circle. But yeah, I mean, it's disgusting. I think that might be the nastiest fetish out there.
I'm sure there's. I'm sure
there's more. You know.
Please don't look them up because I'm sure there's worse.
Well, like bears and twinks.
Someone like hucking a loogie into a cup and selling it. Like, who knows?
What about two girls, one cup?
Okay, really?
The girl shit. Remember that one? But I think that one was proven fake. I think like the girl. I think they took like a baser.
We can talk about that for a second. And how disgusting you were.
I used to watch it.
Back in the day.
I used to watch it the puke. Yeah.
Years and years and years ago, you would purposely, like, you felt like you had to puke because this is back in the day when you know, drank a little too much.
Oh,
but like
yeah.
you would feel sick, and you knew you had to puke to feel better. You would purposely put that video on and
puke.
just puke everywhere, and it was the most disgusting thing.
That was back when we used to drink vodka. There was no kids, and like we used to drink so much, so like I used to lay down and my head would spin,
Thank God
and I couldn't
we're out
sleep.
of the vodka
It'd
days.
be like I couldn't sleep. My head would spin, so I'd lay in the bed and I would spin so much, like the room would spin, and I couldn't sleep because it was spinning so bad. So I'm like, shit, man, I gotta puke. And
playing that stupid video. Is that still online?
Oh, I'm sure.
Please don't look it up. That was nasty.
Well, anyway, apparently the video would be like these two girls would just eat shit out of a cup, and they would both like lick it. It was like all erotic, but
nasty.
The video.
But I guarantee someone got off on that.
Like, I'm sure someone beating off to it right now.
It was disgusting.
But the craziest thing though was like that video was supposedly faked. Obviously, two girls weren't actually eating real shit. What they were doing was the one girl, I guess, like they took a baser of peanut butter. Mm-hmm. And they put it in her ass and like squeeze it in there, and then
that's disgusting.
And then she forced it out.
That's disgusting.
It's not as bad.
You can't edit the video and just squeeze it in the cup and make it or make it look like it's coming out the ass. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
She still put something up there.
Yeah, she pushed peanut butter up there and shit it out.
Dude, seriously.
And they were licking peanut butter that came out the girl's ass. But that's the rumor.
It still came out of her fucking ass.
That's the hot rumor that I heard about it. So there was another one.
This is what I'm talking. You know way too much dumb shit.
There was another one where this like and it's always Asian people. The Asian people are in some weird shit. So there was one video where this girl like they gaped her ass.
They what? What does that mean?
They gaped it. So like they did something where like they did some kind of warm up and they made her like asshole like the size of like my hands together touching fingers like a big circle. And a guy ate cereal out of it, where he had cereal he was eating out of her ass.
All right, these listeners need to seriously just, you know what? Come here and rescue me because I don't know what I'm living with at this point. I'm starting to get a little freaked out. That
people
is
like
disgusting.
puking, like people puking on each other and shit. And
man,
there's this weird stuff, man. There's weird stuff out there.
I thought it was one video that was weird that you watched. Now you're talking about. Oh my god!
No, like these are going back like years and years and years, like what
the
15,
fuck?
20 years ago. Like I'm talking about
people
old
are
shit.
into some weird shit.
Weird shit. Like I don't know why I'm starting to remember all this crap now. It's like I guess the more we do the podcast, we're looking for different things to talk about. I'm remembering weird shit from the past.
That's disgusting.
But the girl, I remember this video vividly. It's like certain things like you watch it, you're scarred. And this woman, she was like bent over, and she was like some thin little Asian.
All right.
And her asshole was like the size of like your mouth if you go ah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And then the guy was
eating cereal.
He had a spoon. He was eating cereal.
You do realize half our listeners are puking right now.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but you're welcome because you lost a few calories, a few lbs. So there you go. But yeah, I mean, there's just some crazy shit out there, dude. I
never in my life have I ever looked up some weird shit. Never.
But like you don't understand. Like I don't type that in. Like okay.
So how do you get down this rabbit hole? What is your original Google search to get you click on that? And you're like, oh okay, and then somehow you end up with someone eating cereal out of a girl's ass.
I think it was a website that used to be called. I think it was Ogrish, and that site's been taken down a long time ago, or like Daily Leak or some shit like that. But Ogrish was a site where you can go on and you would see like live executions, like people getting murdered and shit.
Oh, that's great too.
And, dude, I saw some things that back in the day. I don't know why the hell. I was young and like someone showed it to me, and I was like, "Wow, that's funny." And there's one guy used to laugh about it. And I remember like watching a couple of the videos, and I was like about to vomit because like there was a couple ones where it's like Al Qaeda, and they were like cutting people's heads off. Like it was like them like sawing the guy.
On the internet?
On the internet, yeah. It was on the internet. The site was fucking disgusting. So there was this one guy, and he was like in a chair, and they were like filming it, I guess, to send to America or some shit. And he had like a ski mask on, and they were all wearing ski masks. And the one guy, he had like a hood on. They pulled the hood off, and it was just some random guy. And they were holding him, and he was like tied to a chair, and they had their arms on his shoulders. And one dude, he had like a knife, and he was just cutting his head.
Oh my god!
You see the blood squirting out.
Just all right.
The head was all like barely hanging by a thread. And they took it and threw it on the floor.
I'm gonna have fucking nightmares. I'm gonna have some weird ass dreams tonight. And
there's another one where like they were shooting this guy's head and it exploded because they were shooting with a gun repeatedly, and finally it exploded. there's so much weird shit out there, man. Like fatalities, like human Mortal Kombat fatalities, like ripping spleens out of fucking neck orifices. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this world anymore. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. This is why you can't sleep. You have seen so much weird shit that you can never sleep.
But I don't know. I don't know. Like, I haven't looked up this stuff in a very long time. I never really searched it out. I had this one friend when I was younger, and he showed the stuff to us, and it's like, you know, when like you see something traumatizing in your life, you can't forget it. Like,
the only thing I can think of is that you Google something.
It leads to another thing, another thing, another thing, another thing.
You hit that one link or whatever, and you're reading that story, but then on the right, you have all these stupid freaking ads and like weird ass stories, so then you click on that, and then you read that.
I never click on ads. But...
Well, how the hell do you end up going looking something
I guess it starts
normal
this way.
to that?
So, what I do normally is I go to Yahoo and I check the mail. And then I'll check like a wrestling website to read results or see if like which wrestler OD'd next. And then I'll go to like the World Star website because there's a lot of funny videos of people getting their asses beat on there, which is pretty tame but funny. And then I'll just sit there and I'm like, what now? And maybe I'll beat it off. I'll look at some Blondie.
Oh my God!
Look at some Blondie Fesser or Sarah J. Gotta plug them real quick or whatever, you know. And then after that, it's like, all right, I'm done. I can't go back to sleep. And then you start thinking, like, and this is where it starts. My brain starts racing, and I'm like, all right, how come you can't grow a third set of teeth? And then boom, I type that in. How come you can't so-and-so? And I look that up, and all of a sudden, like, why can't this? Why can't that? And I'm answering questions by looking on the internet, and before you know it, 3 hours pass, and I've got all this useless information.
If something ever happens, right?
What do you mean something? Like, what do you
God
mean
forbid something ever, like,
who?
I don't know. Something weird ever happens.
You said who forbid? What? Okay, good.
And the government, for some reason, wants to look at your iPad.
Oh my goodness, we're screwed.
Like, you're going to fuck us all over. That's basically what you're saying.
I'll blame it on Jenna. She's autistic. Who knows what she's doing on there?
Well, that's another thing.
Yeah.
She does look at, like, she randomly, like,
weird
types
shit.
Stuff in there, and it's like, what the fuck are you... Nothing like bad. It's just like randomly, like, she'll just text it, like, freaking, like, right now she's obsessed with the Call of Duty Black Ops 3, the stupid the Margwar in there.
Yep.
So she will literally type a whole sentence. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 monster zombies. She literally types that whole thing out to get to the video that she wants. Like, at 9 years old.
9 years old, autistic. Like, where does this come from? Like,
what the hell are you doing? And she cracks up.
But how does autism work? Where, like,
I don't know. But
she doesn't seem. And it's going to be hard to say, but like, I'm thinking of it from an outsider's perspective. If you never had a kid with autism, you didn't know anything about it, you're probably like, wow, that kid's, special. Like, they don't know anything. But then, like, you spend time with her and you see her doing shit, you're like, wow, this kid's smart. Like, how does that make sense?
Because to hold a conversation with her, she's different.
Yeah, you never in a million years
but you give her a tablet. She can type out a sentence. Yeah, she can look things up. If she is in the mood for a certain thing, she will look that up and have no problem. She knows how to do, and I still don't know how to do it. But she has, like, side by side
she'll be playing a video game and then have a video from YouTube.
And then, or she'll have
I don't know how to do it.
2 different YouTube videos going at the same time, and I'm like, I don't know how she does that.
I could do that, but I don't know how she does the gaming thing where, like, she'll be having a game, like,
and the video's still playing,
and the video in the bottom right hand corner on a small screen. I don't know how to do that shit.
But, like, that's what we're talking about, and because she teaches herself. Like, obviously she's a child, so she has no fear of breaking anything. She just hits buttons, does whatever, and, like, whatever happens. So I guess she teaches herself. And, like, you take the iPad away from her because, time's up or whatever, and you're looking to see what she's actually doing, and it's like, what the hell? Like, how did you get there? Like,
well, you got to figure too. Like, I've been working customer service for a long time. I've worked, with, like, technology and shit for a long time, and adults, grown people, they put up this wall and they take comfort that
because you're afraid you're gonna break something.
I don't think it's that. Like, they take comfort in saying that they're old. Like, they love being old. Oh, I love not knowing anything. It's like your dad does that a lot. Oh, I don't know this. So, like, come on, you're playing dumb, and this is like a role that you enjoy playing. Because I remember when one time, it's been years, but he had like a bunch of porn and like weird shit in his computer, and he's like,
and he didn't want my stepmother knowing his password.
I don't know my password to get in there. Like, dude, you were just literally in there. You know what your password is. Oh, I don't know. I'm dumb and old. And then like you'd open it, and there's all these like elaborate websites that people have to know what they're doing to get there. Like he's FaceTiming people from different countries because he's meeting them on some online game.
Seriously, man, my family's fucked up.
Yeah. But like he used to play Words with Friends and have like these friends from different countries.
Have these conversations and then like FaceTime them.
These really graphic conversations. It's like, dude, you know what you're doing on there.
God.
So, you don't know how to turn a thing on, but you know how to have like sex with people across the country. You know what I mean? It's just so weird. But people, like old people, they like taking comfort in like playing stupid, even though they know more than they're leading on. Kids in general are just like not afraid to make a mistake, and that's why they're so much smarter than grown people. I can take my kids to work, sit them down, and they can handle issues all day long. They can fix things all day long. And it's like, wait, how can this kid be smarter than you when you're 30 years older than
Samantha, and this is, I don't know how to do it, and it's probably because I hate FaceTime. I don't like it. So this is why I don't know how to do it. But like, she'll be in there and she'll be FaceTiming like 5 friends. They're all on FaceTime together. All these little windows popped up with all her friends on there, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
That's a new thing they've introduced.
Yeah, that was like one of the latest updates this year or whatever. But I'm just like, what the fuck?
So I would never use it, but it's cool.
It's funny that what these kids can do. You hand them something, they're not afraid to break something. They're just not afraid at all. They don't care. They push buttons. They figure it out on their own.
Old people could figure this out. So like I always like to fuck with people, and that's like my favorite thing.
When I have a new phone, like getting a new phone. Right, because when I went from...
They act like they're horrified to do it, like old people. Oh my god, a new phone, a new computer. I'm so scared. Like, shut the fuck up. It's a fucking thing. It's a thing that you buy. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to jump in your face and, like, fucking strangle you to death, you fucking morons.
Like, when I went from Galaxy to an iPhone...
It's different. Oh, cool. This is different.
It was definitely different.
It's a phone.
But like once I touched buttons and hit this app and hit that app and try to figure it out, like it's simple and easy. And I'll never go back to Android ever again. But it's like certain people don't. They just don't try to figure it out. I guess I don't know.
I'll tell you, to me, the only weird thing for me when I get the only thing that I get that's new or try different is a car. The only thing that I feel a little bit weird is I'm like, wait a second, this thing feels weird. Like,
you gotta figure out how to.
When our car was in the shop, and I had that beautiful fucking Nissan. Oh my god, that car was nice. It was like it felt bigger. I felt like I was in a much bigger automobile. I had to back up differently because the car felt differently, it handled differently. And I felt like I had to be more aware. I had to be more careful because I'm driving something different. It wasn't familiar to me. I had to put my foot on the gas a little bit less to hit that 60 miles per hour quicker. Because it was a much better car. But the thing is, like, if I'm in a car, I can kill somebody. I can kill myself if I don't do it right. So you have to be a little bit more wary. So I understand people having fear of driving a new car. Oh, I went from a car to an SUV to a truck to a van. Of course, you have to handle it differently.
Can you imagine driving a bus?
Exactly. So
I can't ever imagine driving a bus.
If somebody gave me $100 and was like, "Go ahead and drive that school bus," I've never driven one before, so I'd be nervous.
Yeah.
But to buy a new cell phone, people are freaking out. Like, dude, it's a fucking phone. Seriously, it's nothing. It's not going to hurt you. You can't die because you pressed the wrong button. You know?
Or when they buy a tablet for the first time.
Oh my god, they're shaking and shit.
Just hit the fucking
I'm not going to get
button.
all my stuff. Like, shut the fuck up. Fucking, these are like privileged fucking problems in life. Like, people are having these problems where, oh my god, my phone, I didn't get my pictures, my contacts are in my phone. Shut the fuck up.
The generation above us is completely helpless.
They're so dumb.
Our generation is a little bit better.
We're definitely better.
But there's some out there that are still like completely fucking clueless.
I just can't
imagine. And then
you
got our kids' generation, which they're fucking wizards.
We're like,
right now.
Nothing should bother them ever because like they're in a constant change atmosphere.
Well, that's not true because I guarantee you.
I'm sure something. I mean, like
we were wizards at like the telephone, the rotary phone, where our parents were like, "What the fuck is this?"
I would probably freak out if I'm an old man and like a flying car comes up. Like, whoa, I never did this before. I would probably freak out.
Yeah, how would you
then.
fly that? Yeah.
I would be like, I've never flown anything in my life. I would probably freak out. But like, as far as like a new car, all right, I just got to get used to the handling and I'm good. Because like right before we got the car back, I was like fucking flying in that Nissan. I love that shit. And then I had to give it back. I'm like, oh, really? Do I have to?
That was a pretty car.
Oh my god!
I don't know what
it's
kind of
so
Nissan
nice.
it was, but it
Sentra
was
or no Ultima. Ultima. It was so fucking
yeah,
nice.
that was
oh
nice.
god, that car. It was
Better
like,
than
it was
the
like a
fucking Focus we got.
It was like a marble on glass the way it drove on the road.
Yeah.
It barely made a sound. I felt like I was floating on air and shit. But yeah, dude, like, I don't know, like, these people, these old people, like, they feel like they're gonna explode if they fucking hit the wrong button on their phone. Oh, this phone's gonna kill me. Ah, they drop it and shit. Dumb fucking idiots.
You're so dramatic. There's no way.
That's how they are, dude. Like, I see this shit all the time. I see it all the time in life in general. They're these dumb. Fucking, looks like the Malcolm in the Middle fucking Heisenberg dad. Whenever someone looked at him, he'd fucking
Heisenberg.
freaking out and shit. I don't know. It's just so fucking dumb. I can't stand it. Right now, we have a computer, iPads, microphone, all sorts of shit. I got Wi-Fi.
It's taking us a while to figure it out. But we're gonna get there. We're not.
But I'm not. It's just gonna kill me.
We're trying to figure it out.
Your microphone. You like look over the place. All these things around me. I'm gonna die. Fucking pieces of shit. I fucking hate old people, man. I fucking hate them. And like one day we're going to be old. But I just don't see myself being afraid of technology. Like, I can see certain things freaking me out in the future.
I mean, I guarantee we will be. I guarantee it's different for every generation. I guarantee when we're older, something's going to happen.
Or some shit, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be weird, and our kids are going to be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this is how you do it, Mom.
Yeah.
Like, all you got to do is do this." Like, I mean, it's going to be simple, but we'll be the same exact way. It's just aggravating because we're not there yet.
Yeah.
That's all.
I don't know, man. It's just crazy, and this has been a really kinker episode.
I know.
So hold on a second.
We should. What?
I'm going to show you this because this is something I want to show you.
Oh, see, he said kinker episode, people, so you can only imagine what he's about to show me.
They have this new thing right now.
Here we go.
And I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Women, you better start cooking and cleaning because these are realistic sex dolls. I'm going to show you what they look like. This is an actual sex doll.
Okay, so why am I looking at it?
I'm just saying, like, this is what they're looking like now. These things cost between, and I heard about this on a podcast, and I wanted to type it in and show you what they look like. So it's realisticsexdoll.com. They're not sponsoring this show, but I just want to throw it out there so you can see what I'm talking about. These things look real. Like, they take silicone parts and they build them to your specifications. So let's say if you want like a waifish Asian chick or some shit with like short hair, eyebrows and shit, and what they do is they scale them to your ideal woman. Oh, I want a 4'6" dwarf. Boom, it's at your doorstep in a couple of weeks, and they build it the exact way you want. Do you want Whitney Cummings is the one I was listening to. It was her on Joe Rogan's podcast. So you know the comedian Whitney Cummings, right?
Yeah.
They asked her to make a sex doll because a lot of men like her features apparently. So they use her lips, her eyebrows, Scarlett Johansson's eyes or some shit like that. No, Olivia Wilde's eyes, and they basically built a woman, and they showed the doll on the Joe Rogan show, and it was just like the craziest thing. And men are paying thousands of dollars to have these sex dolls, and I guess like they do all sorts of different things, and they come with removable body parts, so you can take the vagina and put like a smaller one or a bigger one in there. You can take the mouth and there's like a vibrating tongue and shit like that. It's like the weirdest fucking thing. I could never imagine getting intimate with a doll. I don't give a shit how realistic it is. I don't care if it fucking shoots out confetti when I have an orgasm. I don't want anything to do with this. It's craziness. Don't
What
you
is
think?
wrong with men?
What's wrong with women? They've had dildos since the beginning of time. So it's like,
know.
but like, think about
Do
this.
they have robot men that these women are fucking paying thousands of dollars for?
Well, there is a male version too.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
So you can get a doll.
Like, really, what is happening?
And the men, there's different penis sizes. You could buy them and you can unscrew it and put the one size that you want there. Just like with the women, you can take the vagina if you want a small one, if you want a hairy
Go
one.
stand on the corner.
But
Seriously,
it's crazy because like you can spend extra money for like curly pubic hair, coarse hair.
Oh my god,
it's
dude!
fucking crazy.
Oh my god, go on a dating website. I'm sure you could put all the specifics on there that you need.
It's absolutely crazy, but like I don't see the appeal of these things.
I don't know.
I really don't get
I
it.
guess if you have money, number one.
Yeah.
right? And if you're single or you're someone that's been single for a very long time because, for whatever reason.
It is safe sex, I guess. Can't get pregnant.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess there's something for everybody. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. That's fucking weird. I find it weird.
So there are couples, and
wait, are you gonna say couples are doing it now?
They have threesomes with the dolls.
Okay, fuck you. No.
So
absolutely not.
So the women and men will buy a female doll.
Nope.
And
into what?
I don't get it.
Into what?
I don't
Role
get
play
it.
with a doll? Who's talking for the doll? What's happening? The doll's not moving unless you move it.
I honestly don't understand. I can't describe it.
So it's like a dead
weird.
body in your bed with the two of you.
It's almost like a
no.
necrophilia fetish. And I remember when these dolls first came out, and it wasn't for the sexual purposes. Do you remember way back when they would have like a lot of break-ins in cars? I guess were like the big thing on TV. So you would have to buy like a My Buddy or something, and you would buy a doll. And it would be like a man or a woman, and it would wear like a trench coat and a hat, and you would leave it in your car.
I don't.
Or if you were a
all.
woman driving, and I'm sure we could find the YouTube commercial, but there was a commercial where like a woman was driving by herself at night, and she had like a doll in the driver's seat next to her. So if she ever parked or went to a rest stop, they wouldn't carjack because they'd come to the car. Oh look, she's got someone with her, and they would leave. It was
that's
more or
actually
less
smart for women.
It was more or less a deterrent. Do you remember the club? For cars? Remember
you put it on the steering wheel?
Yeah, those things are gone. But
those are gone?
I haven't seen one in years. Huh. But these have those deterrents, and I think that deterrent kind of mutated into these porn dolls. But like I saw like a special on it was like a YouTube special or some shit where they were making fun of people that did this. And this one guy, he had like multiple dolls, thousands of dollars, and he had them all sitting at like a dinner table.
Okay. Let me say this.
He was married. His wife was okay with it.
Okay, well then, what I had to say has nothing. Okay, so then it doesn't matter.
No, go ahead.
No, because you ruined it with the wife part. Because I was going to say, well, maybe he can't go out in public and talk to people. But you said he had a wife.
Well, they talked to the wife, and she would dress them and just.
Okay, nope, absolutely not. No, like that's fucking weird. I mean, you know damn well out there's someone out there that can't leave their house for some reason, that doesn't feel okay around other people or whatever, for anxiety or whatever. And maybe the robot thing is good for them and it might work for them. For us it's weird. But to have a wife too, and then the threesomes or the foursomes or whatever the hell is going on with it, that's weird. Yeah. That's odd.
It's at a quick intermission. Our guest for tomorrow was just confirming and sent a picture that he would like us to use.
What fucking picture is it?
I'll show you after we're done.
Oh, you can't show me now?
All right, fine. I'll show you now. It's funny. Hold on.
I'm afraid because he's as kinker as you are.
No, it's not bad. It's just funny.
Oh, okay. All right.
Fucking baldy. All right, that's fucking great. I can't wait for this episode tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know, it's just absolutely nuts because
he's gonna love this episode.
Yeah, because women have been using all sorts of different things, and what women can, and this is where
you ain't gonna. Okay, you can't just say women.
No,
I guarantee men have been screwing freaking holes in the wall and shit.
I couldn't do it.
Maybe it's just me. You and I are normal.
Yeah, but you call me a kinker, but I'm saying women.
Because you say kinker shit.
Yeah, but women could buy dildos, they could buy all sorts of different shit. They could buy massagers and all these things that they could jump in, throw it up in themselves, and they're realistic and all this shit. Women can use a fucking cucumber. Women can just fucking go to a grocery store and buy a sex toy. Men have to be more creative. Men can fuck a watermelon and shit, but like a wet paper towel they throw in the microwave or whatever the fuck they're doing.
Oh my god!
No,
what?
I'm just saying, this is kind of shit that they do.
Wet paper towel in the microwave.
The reason why I said this is because I actually had a friend that told me he did that years and years ago.
Oh god!
But there was a thing called a fleshlight where it's like a rubber thing that you.
What is happening?
And it's like a flashlight, but it's got a vagina mouth, and you just go like this with it. I just don't see how this can feel good. I don't get it. I don't get paying $1,500 plus to buy a rubber woman that just lays in your bed. What do you do with the fucking thing when you're done with it? What do you do with it?
You tuck her in. You make the bed and you tuck her in.
Is it gonna pay rent? I mean, like, what the fuck
Dude,
happens?
I don't know.
What
You
happens?
brought up some weird shit tonight. Like, we went
What do you do?
2 hours,
Let me ask you this. Let's say if, like, I have a business trip to go on. Do I pack her up in my suitcase and bring her heavy ass with me?
You buy a plane ticket for her.
Do you kiss it goodbye? Like, what do you do with this fucking thing? How do you clean it?
Do you hang her up in the closet? Like, do you prop her up somewhere?
How do you-
Does she have a stand?
Oh.
Like, you know how
Yeah.
my Barbies, when I grew up, had, like, a little stand.
You're talking about Barbie.
I had they had stands. So, do the robots have stands
Oh
that
my
you slide, like, little bars that go around their waist and hold them up?
You talk about like G.I. Joes when like they have like a hole in the bottom of their shoe, and you could stand them up by like there's like a
Okay,
a
no,
tack,
well,
and
Barbies
like
didn't
you
have
stick
that.
it like that and they stand still. Like
No,
something like
Barbies didn't have that. If you think about it, a robot would be too heavy. But it would be like a stand, a round thing on the bottom, and then
Yeah.
a pole that would go up, and then metal things that would go around the waist and just hold the body there. So maybe that's what they do. They just put it in the corner in a stand.
Let me type this question in real quick.
Do they come with clothes?
Yeah, they do. You can pick outfits for them, and they do come with like a couple of different outfits.
So I
because you're spending
guarantee
money.
most of them are like picking like schoolgirl clothes, and because people have weird fetishes.
Look at the tits on this one. Look at how big,
Why?
look
I
at
don't
how big
wanna
those
see
tits
this
are. Look at how
shit.
big those tits are in that one.
Oh my god!
All right, so how much do they weigh?
How much do they weigh? Depends on how big their tits are.
5'2" this one is, as far as height goes.
5'2". So you literally have to. You can pick.
You can
the size.
choose the weight. You can choose the weight.
God.
This
But
one's
you have to-
3'3".
But you have to pick it up and move it.
Fuck that.
It's dropped off on your front porch, right? A big ass box.
Yeah.
That's 123 pounds.
Oh.
You gotta pick that shit up off your porch, drag it through your house, unpack it, and get her on the bed. What are you gonna? That's a lot of weight. It's not like a 20-pound big ass doll. This is 123 pounds or plus, because I'm sure there's some out there that want a 180-pound woman.
Why not?
Right. You gotta lug that thing. What if you want to fuck her on the couch? So you gotta
Now-
drag her ass. What are you gonna do?
Now, if I was to have one, let's just say someone sent me one in the mail, and I'm like,
This is
all
the
right,
weirdest conversation
all
I've
right,
ever
I'm gonna
had.
fuck this thing, right? I need more realistic compatibility. Like, let's say if like I want to do a doggy style, do I
Do
have
they
to
talk?
like? I don't think so. I think they might have like voice boxes with like phrases or some shit.
Okay.
So let's just say like, all right, this thing's stiff. Like it's like stiff your arms out your legs and you're like this.
No, you showed me
Do I
one where
have
she
to-
was on her hands and knees, like doggy style.
but like they don't move. You have to move them yourself. So like, let's say if I'm banging it and I'm on top of it, and I'm like, wait, now I want to do doggy style. Do I have to get off of this thing and then like go
And
through the
move
process
it?
of maneuvering the knees and the hands? And by the time I get it in the position I want it to, I'm already soft and lost interest. You know, like there's no natural.
Like, does she twist her head around and stare at you while you're doing it?
Oh my god, that would freak me out. That would freak me out.
Are there cameras behind the eyes?
Oh my
So-
god.
So someone's
Like, how
like,
do you get it in position? Because like it'll probably take like 30 minutes, and you're probably exhausted and sweating because you got to bend this body into like this position you want it to, and then by the time you're doing it, you're like, all right, now I want a missionary again. And you got to flip it over, bend the legs and knees.
they're
and
probably
shit.
like talking to these these
Oh my!
dolls and
I
stuff.
love you, Cindy. I love you.
Oh
Like you're
my
kissing this thing.
God.
You could taste elastic in your mouth as you're kissing this plastic bitch.
Well, maybe you can.
Rubber?
Maybe you can pick the flavor. Maybe you can pick the flavor of what she tastes
You know
like.
what the funny thing? They come with lube and condoms. Who the fuck?
What
is
do you
gonna-
need a condom
Who's gonna
for?
wear a condom when you're fucking a rubber bitch? Unless you like shoot it inside of it, and you don't want to have to go through the process of cleaning it because like what kind of
Okay,
shame?
yeah, okay, all right, that makes sense.
Because like you know how like sometimes like we get freaky and the
Yeah, they
next
have-
morning I
they have-
don't want to have eye contact because we got too freaky. What happens if you get too freaky with your rubber doll? Do you like burn it in the fucking fireplace or some shit and buy
How
another
much
one?
pubic hair do these things have? You can have
You
pubic
can
hair on
you,
them too.
you can choose. You can
That's
choose the
so
hair, the
gross.
length, and it costs extra money because they have
And
to individually thread
where's
the
this-
hair. You have to individually thread the hair.
This
from
is
pubic
so.
hair.
This is the most disgusting conversation.
You know
I've
what the
ever
most
had.
disgusting thing is? Is that people leave comments as far as reviews on these dolls. This person goes, though big dolls are heavier and somewhat more difficult to maintain, I definitely go for these as they provide most realistic feeling among all. And someone I really appreciates, his name is Aaron with 2 A's and 2 N's. This is a very detailed guide. This is very useful to make my choice for sex doll. I look forward to owning that 140 centimeter. They are gorgeous. And Hair Man, H-A-R-E, which leads me to another weird fucking topic. His name is Hair Man, H-A-R-E.
Okay, I get it.
Hair, like horse.
Right.
I had no idea that big dolls were this heavy. I am happy I read this before making my decision. I will go for a mini sex doll, 100 centimeters. Seems like the best compromise.
I had no idea big dolls were this heavy.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it's so creepy, man.
All right.
Oh my, it's just weird.
I don't know what to say anymore. This has been the weirdest, oddest podcast.
Oh my
it's just
god.
the strangest shit.
Oh, I don't know. Like, do you have anything you want to talk about besides that?
No, I mean I think we're good because we're over 2 hours at this point.
We're over 2 hours. So,
And
you want to call this one? You want to call this?
75% of this was
weird
sex.
Shit. So there you go. So people that have been wanting us to talk about weird shit, here you go. Eating cereal out of a woman's asshole.
I was thinking with this one that we should do the one intro, but now because of where this podcast has gone, I'm thinking it should be the other one.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
So
this has been a very dark podcast. A very weird episode of the
dark,
Voices
it's
of
just,
Misery podcast.
It's odd. This is the oddest. This is the most sexual podcast we've ever had.
Yeah, and I don't know.
There should be like a warning or something. There
is a warning in our and for the and you're gonna hear it. This is for the.
Well, they already
This is
heard
not
it.
politically correct.
Okay, so. Yeah, I don't even know what to say for the topic. What did we talk about besides freaking kink or shit?
A lot of weird shit we've talked about. So anyway, we're going to end this podcast. And I had a good time tonight. And we're going to have another good time tomorrow night.
Tomorrow's
going to
be
have
fun.
Big Ray on, man. Mm-hmm. It's going to be freaking amazing.
And I'm sure he's going to be listening to this podcast before he comes on.
Do you want to know something? Big Ray is going to have his lotion in his hand. And he's going to be, he's going to listen to this weird shit we talked about. And you know what the weird thing is Big Ray probably has a couple of these fucking dolls in his house, all shapes and sizes.
We can bring it up tomorrow. You could.
He probably knows all about jelking and shit.
Oh my god!
Until then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Voices of Misery podcast. Another podcast for the ass. And
you don't need to say it no more.
I miss it already. I miss it. We're gonna pass it off to Ben Hameen. Thanks, Ben. We'll see you again later.
Yes, it is I, Bin Hameen, commanding all of you to join the wrestling revolution, the underground of media, and follow our brothers at Voices of Misery on Twitter and subscribe to their podcast because they support hackerhameen.podbean.com and you will go support voicesofmisery.podbean.com because there is no more misery when you leave those FM marked channels and you join the media underground of Voices of Misery and hackerhameen.podbean.com. Rise and praise, YOLO!